Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's... Oh my god, what just happened?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay,
I don't know why. Every time I try to mute myself, it disconnects me. I'm like,
Sid's
there's working
back.
effect. Stop this.
We're good to go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode. It is good to see you all. And as always, it is good to be running Crimson Skies, because when we left off last week, super excitedly, we killed the last giant, raided their lair, picked up a dwarf with some rather interesting conversational topics, who happened to be stuck inside of a cask of ale, a brewer of sorts, by the name of Ebgarn Brass Flask. Heavily emaciated, and his hair ruddy and ratty. He looked exhausted. And there were sores and all types of negative things coming off of his form. And yet, when we found him safe, healed him up, and gave him a little bit of love and tenderness, some food, and he kind of laid out in the open, a little naked, uncomfortable. You guys then explored this cave of the giants after raiding a few interesting objects in there, walking away with some pretty nifty stuff. You found an alchemy lab that might have been the chief cause of many different bodies being carved up and homunculus together after being branded with that of the House Arno symbol from Glenlock. And as you made your way further into the cave, exploring it, Sincere, as the rest of the group, wound up killing a homunculus that tried to stop you from going to a very interesting door. You found it led directly into the Drunken Cabbage, furthest right room. And a mystery began for you all to fish around and figure out. And so, with Viamir heading off to collect the giants' heads with Edgard,
Me and Edgar, the cook.
Awen and Sin moving through the city of Corsair to get the hand up and running, Law and Fixer and Six sitting on the opposite side of the cave wall, waiting. What is it you all would like to do?
I want to start by announcing that I messed up my HP. I had it on manual, and then when we leveled up, didn't manually put anything in. So that's why my HP was so low. So because I forgot what I rolled, I just set it back to fixed, and I'm up to 41 HP.
Is that more or less than what you had?
I had 35.
Damn.
So I know I rolled a few times, but I don't know how many levels I forgot to manually roll and put freaking HP in. Probably only one, but I just set it to fix, so that just gives me an even keel.
Okay.
Because I was like, that does seem low, because Sin called me out on it. Sin.
So, with a little bit of controlled chaos taking over the world slightly.
Fixer will start by listening at the door to see if he can hear onto the other side what might be happening.
Make a perception check.
That'll be an 8.
You hear cold, wet stone pressing against your ear. You are in a cave. There is nothing else going on.
I think Sin and Eowyn were heading for the ship.
Easy enough. As you guys make your way to the ship, you see there is a repair crew currently fixing up and patching the holes, welding, and making sure that everything is set properly in its place. What would you guys like to do?
Eowyn is just going to look towards... Is there someone who seems to be in charge of the...
With your passive perception, there does indeed seem to be a foreman of this repair crew, and he's sitting looking at the plans of the hand and marking areas that do need structural reinforcement and some repair work done.
So
Okay, Owen, which one should I drop kick?
I think we could probably just talk to him, and they'll probably just let us. I mean, it's our ship. We could probably just take it.
I know,
So-
but it would be really funny to watch one of them fall.
Yeah, maybe we could drop kick someone maybe a little bit later. We just got to get
Oh,
to our friends, and maybe we just talk to this guy right over
Okay.
here.
I guess we can talk to the foreman person.
And
You're
Eowyn's
a
just gonna
good captain, though.
Yeah. and Eowyn's just gonna kind of walk up and be like, excuse me, are you in charge of the crew here?
Yes I am.
And
So
you see this half-orc turn around, and he is rather bulky and heavy set, but the voice just does not fit
does not fit.
with
Oh,
Yeah.
So my name is Captain Eowyn. This is my ship here. You guys are fixing, but
Hi.
we
You can call me.
yes,
You can call me Gork.
Gork. Yeah, Gork. That's great. It's great to meet you. See, me and Sin here. We have to go pick up our friends, and this is our ship, and we just need you guys to take a little break while we go pick them up, and then we'll come back, and then you guys can get back to fixing the ship. We need to take it right now.
Oh, we can take a break?
Yes, you guys can take a break.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic. Guys! Guys, he's paying for a break. Yeah, let's go get drunk.
You see the crew
Yeah.
just look around like tap watches and all right, yeah, let's go get a drink. All right, no more work for the day. Fantastic.
Yeah. Where are you guys gonna be at? And I could just, when we get back, I can find you, and then you guys can get back to work. But yeah, you guys can take a break right now. That's great.
No.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna come back and do work. You'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, that's. I think that should probably be okay. We got to go do a few things, and
That's
we'll
fine.
be flying
You
around.
go. Try not to get hit again, because you'll blow up.
Yeah, well, and he just
Do
kind
you
of
have
looks
a
at Sid and be like,
glandular problem?
don't get
What?
hit.
I said, do you have a glandular problem?
No, I don't know what those are.
Did your balls not drop? Do you have hair on your balls?
He just pulls his pants down and he's got hair. He's got a full sack. He's just
There, happy?
Yeah, I think that's great, Sin. We should probably just get on board, and we can maybe look at his balls another time. It's yeah,
That's
you guys
really
take a break.
interesting.
And,
I wonder if he was cursed. Were you cursed? Do you always sound like that?
Always.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Go have a good drink. Bye.
Ho-ho.
yeah, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. As he kind of like waves as they run away, and then Eowyn makes his way towards the ship,
all right.
or onto the ship.
As you make your way onto the ship, Lycirus is walking through the halls. She is actually extremely dressed down. She is wearing some revealing lingerie and a nightgown, very silky, and just kind of making her way with a cup of coffee. And it's some midpoint in the afternoon, and she looks like she's been sleeping most of the day.
Lysiris, we're going flying really quick.
Why?
Because we
go...
found a really heavy chest full of money and we can't carry it back.
You say money, her eyes perk up, and she tosses the coffee cup. It shatters on the ground, and she starts making her way to the bridge, just kind of wiping her hands on her on what clothes she is wearing.
Money, money,
we
money.
found some
That's
money,
all right,
and
Captain.
then
You don't
gotta
have to
get,
tell me. I will happily drop anything that I'm doing for money.
And then we have to pick up the giant heads too.
Cool. I don't want to know, but giant head's great. You tell me where to land. And she makes her way, sits in, and starts getting the hand ready for takeoff.
So if I remember, I think we went west. And he's just kind of like looking. He looks over to Sin like, we went west, right? I think it was west.
What do I roll to remember?
Intelligence check.
Okay, I can do an intelligence check. Let me just get my dice.
Oh, boy.
And I've got... Haha.
I'm nervous about how this is gonna go.
It's fine. It is fine. It is dandy. Yeah, that's fine. 17 plus 1, 18.
18. Yeah, you guys went west. That's where you need to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And he was kind of looking like it was west, I think.
You know, it was west.
Yeah. So if we head west, there's a clearing, but I don't think we want to go to the clearing just yet because that's where the giants are. But we need to go to the chest, which was in a different direction, and I think there was a cave. And we go to the cave, and that's where we pick up the other people. And then maybe on our way we'll see Viamir.
We really need to get you a navigator, Cap. Or are you just
I'm only
distracted
the
by...
quartermaster. I could pretend to do things over at Viamir's desk.
Yeah, well, Viamir... Is there a way that we can find Viamir on this thing?
Or are you just distracted by a changeling in her negligee?
No, I was trying to remember which way we went. I thought it was west, and then there's the clearing with the giants, the dead giants.
Why
and
not
then we went
both?
in another direction.
Touch.
As you start touching Viamir's console, you hear beep.
I don't think that was correct. Yeah, maybe you should just leave that for Viamir to touch, and you can just... And you maybe sit over there, and he just kind of points to...
Lysiris just yells back at you, please press the pink button.
Oh, I'm good at pressing pink buttons.
Yeah, why don't we just start heading west and see if we can find the clearing first, because then Viamir will hopefully be around there, and we can...
Takes 10 minutes, but she gets to get the ship started from a cold start. But Lysiris gets the hand ready for takeoff and makes her way out, taking about a short 20 minutes. Now at this point, Viamir and Ebgarn have been walking for about an hour, unless you wanted to jog. Viamir, you're muted.
Light jog.
Light
A
jog?
yog.
Okay.
A yog.
Clearing that distance with a light jog, you and Ebgarn will make it there within about an hour and 15. Pretty easy, not too hard. Two of you going in silence, or...
Nope. So, you sell ale? Is that all you sell?
Yeah, mostly ale.
That's it. Just ale. Just you guys make the ale.
Yep. Brew it ourselves.
Oh, okay. Fixer will like you. He's an alcoholic.
Well, we can't all be perfect.
That's true. If there were more of me around. Well, actually, a lot would get done.
You don't drink?
Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I do drink. I just tell the rest of these guys I don't drink the poison water. Because then they think they're getting one over on me. And they think I'm stupid. But the thing is, they're stupid. But I don't particularly like it. I prefer more natural things.
Well, most of what we make is made from honey. So meads. It's
We just
natural.
keep this on the download between us, bar bros, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Maybe you distill some special water just for me, and then we can partake in secret, but I really don't want them to know. I don't know why, it's just part of my plan. Don't trust them.
Do you want it not to taste like alcohol?
Oh no, it could taste like alcohol.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel very exposed not being from this land, and that gave me a little bit of control over my situation, is them thinking that I was just this complete dumb brute.
That's not a bad way to go about it. But you definitely have an air of intelligence about you, or some wisdom.
I'm pretty sure it's my ancestors. Once in a while, they spark some good ideas.
Good. Good. Well, I'll at least be happy enough I can cook you something when we get to wherever it is we're going or waiting for.
Yeah, we're just gonna get these heads, collect some money, get those chests, keep that money, find some goblins, be nice to them. Yeah, I know, right? I'll give him a little fist pump. Laugh about fucking goblins.
He comes back. It is very much fucking goblins.
Yeah. But whatever, I guess an alliance is needed.
Well, they are good tinkerers, kind of like a gnome. They just tend to make things that explode. So if you want to throw bombs at people, I guess they're what you want when you want something a little more explosive-y.
Probably good to have on the ship to, like, fix it up, and they're expendable, right? So who cares if they die in the engine room?
Depends on the type of goblin, really. Some could be hobgoblins, worthy warriors. Regular goblins, I mean. When I was younger, I used to have a nice set of spiked leathers around my chest and my wrists and forearms, and I would just grab a goblin and squeeze them, kind of juice them with the spikes. It was a good way to kill a goblin.
I would just toss them really far.
I would pay to see that.
Into things, preferably. Rocks, trees.
I would like you
Other
to throw
goblins.
a goblin into me so I could catch it with my spiked armor.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Sometimes I would take it and climb up the mother tree and then throw it to see not only what distance I could get, but splatter radius. It was amazing.
I like you. You are definitely probably one of the few people I will like.
Good, because the rest of these guys, they're kind of iffy.
Definitely. As the two of you make your way towards the mound, you easily find the hole. And at this moment in time, you begin to see the hand overhead. Lycerius looks down from the cockpit and, all right, Cap, they're down there. You want me to land?
Yeah, we could go pick them up, and then we could make our way and get the giant heads, and then we could head back and get the chest with everything and some of the other the other people.
Who's the guest?
That's our. I think he's gonna be our new cook. We found him. He was in like a big
cask.
tub. Yeah, big
For
thing full
flavoring.
of alcohol and.
I was gonna
And sparkling
ask if
them, I think.
I was gonna ask if I should be presentable, but no, I'm not. She begins to pull the ship down and lands. At this time, Viamir, the hand, lands. Some moderate, minimal repairs have been done. The on-ramp lowers. You getting on with Ebgarn?
Yep, just dragging the heads.
Alrighty. Can I take one?
Yeah, sure.
He just picks up one of the heads and it like covers his entire body, but he has it held like up in front of him. So it's effectively a head on legs just walking onto the ship.
I wish I saw this before. We could have pulled a prank.
That would have been good.
Yeah, I would have ran on like, oh no, the head's alive. And they would have been like, what? And then you would have ran up with just the head. They wouldn't see your legs. And then, we can maybe move the mouth and it'd be hilarious.
I like this idea. We need a gnome. Or we could find a goblin that's amicable to these kinds of things.
Oh, yeah.
We could shove him in the mouth. Goblin
Yeah, and he
stand
just,
in there and
with some sticks, just open and close it, open and close it.
Yeah.
Next time.
I like that idea.
We'll find more giants.
As the two of you make your way on the ship. With this, the ship loaded, Lycerius just looks back. Hi, Viamir. Hi, friend. Okay.
Hello. I'm glad to see my trend of not wearing anything is catching on. You're looking good.
I'm wearing something. But...
Yeah. I'll show him to like the crew quarters.
Okay.
And then come back when I'm done with that, getting him settled in, then go to my station.
Sounds good. He actually heads right into the kitchen after he sees where he can bunk and just starts taking a look at what provisions you have. Ship takes off and starts making its way towards the cave. In this time, Fixer.
Fixer is going to, have Hawk. Actually, no, Hawk went with Vimir. Fix is going to look around and look for anything that he can collect as like evidence of who might be there, what they're making.
Make an investigation check as Law is actually helping you in this action.
It's going to be an 18.
18. Solid. Looking around, you and Law start going over the chemicals, the materials, and as Law seems more focused on the alchemical side of things, you notice something that's out of place. It's something only someone with a more scientific mind would put something, a good way to hide their work. Behind a series of black and burnt test tubes and beakers, you see a small, wrapped, leather-bound journal. On top of the journal is the symbol for House Arno, branded in the leather, with a sword stabbing through the symbol etched in. It's strange. It seems to be its own form of brand, but it's a very strange and aggressive one to see. As you open it, it's written in gibberish by the look of it. It makes no sense. You see, take the left thumb, stow it on the milk crate while soaking your right foot in pickle juice. Things like that.
So it's all stuff that I can read. There's no like other languages or anything.
It's all written in common, but it's written in gibberish. Nothing seems to make any form of sense. The sentence structure is choppy. It is broken. It is frustrating to read. It's like whoever wrote this is illiterate.
Or they have a really good code.
Maybe.
Is there anything like I can see that repetitive stuff or
Make an
like a
intelligence
codex
check.
anywhere? $21.
21. You do begin to pick up patterns here and there. But for you to crack whatever this cipher might be is going to take a lot of your time, a lot of your focus, or someone who knows ciphers. But you get the feeling that there is useful information here.
Well, I'll show it to Law, and ask him how his search went.
Let's see. Looking over, Law points out to you that, there's several interesting chemicals here, but he's made, whoever this is, he or she has made glue. It looks like they've synthesized some type of necrotic wasp, as he points to a small jar that has this wasp that is slightly skeletalized. You see just the bits of its flesh have rotted away, and its exoskeleton whatever the hell it's called is all that you see underneath. It's seeping with kind of black caustic energy that just kind of drips and then evaporates into smoke. There's about 5 of them in a jar that you see, kind of just buzzing around, stopping, floating down to the ground at the bottom of the jar. Definitely acid. There's a lot of acid. Enough acid to melt you. Like, turn you into soup, melting you.
Alright, I think Fixer is going to very carefully take, at least one of everything. Just to
Okay.
have as many samples as possible.
Taking a few beakers of what's left of glue that was made, what might be maybe like a tanglefoot pouch or something of the sort, mixture. Grabbing what is left inside of one of the beakers, gently scooping out a bit of the acid with glass. You find the glass melts completely through. Looking around, you find that there is a cup dangling off the side of the lead case that is actually holding this acid together. As you pick it up and scoop it in, it seems to be holding. You get that feeling with kind of the pliability, though. This cup is lead mixed with something else, holding it together. There are a few elements within the world that could definitely hold an acid of this strength, but this is definitely something you don't want to get yourself covered in. Make an investigation check with advantage as you try and find something safe to store this acid in.
That's going to be a 26.
26. Easy enough. Looking around, you spot that there is a flask that looks rather brittle. But you do see that there are score markings on the edges of this flask. Definitely looks like it's been used for this purpose of holding this acid and transporting it. As you pour it in, keeping your fingers as clear as possible, it pours in and doesn't melt out. In this time, Six is looking around, keeping eyes out, making sure that nothing is coming to attack you all, and keeping you well defended.
Alright, and then one other thought that I had was, like, there's a bunch of different things in chemicals and stuff like that. Are there any that seem like they have been used recently or used most?
There is a yellow powder that has absolutely been used the most, as well as a bright sky blue powder that has also been used quite heavily.
Do I recognize them, or?
I would say make an intelligence check for this, as none of the things here are labeled.
It's going to be a 17.
17. The yellow powder is acidic base. The sky blue powder, you're not sure of. It's definitely an odd addition.
In which case I'm going to try to collect samples of them without touching them or mixing them.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
It's going to be a 16.
16. Okay. Easy enough. With a steady hand, you manage to put some in a few separated bags and tie them off, taking them with.
And then I guess Fixer's just going to want to be a little, like, thorough and just, like, I don't know, kind of do like an inventory of I saw that, and just kind of look to see if there's anything that he might have, like, overlooked.
There's nothing, excuse me, nothing that stands out as anything you might have overlooked. Everything seems to be relatively in good order.
And then one last time look over towards the door just to make sure that it's still shut. And
it is indeed.
Okay. Then I think we have everything we need. Unless either of you has anything.
Law kinda nothing that I can think of, no. It's rather bizarre here.
Alright. Well, we've been here for a little bit now. I say we head towards the entrance and get ready for the pickup.
Okay. As you guys do. You six in law waiting at the edge, the hand eventually does over a long, about half hour, 45-minute wait, does come down and land, and is there to pick you up. As you make your way onto the bridge, you see Lycerius.
Oh, hey guys.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
We found some things.
Yeah, the gold in the chest. Yeah, we know.
At this point, you guys...
Other things.
Ebgarn and Viamir together, actually, with Ebgarn's strength and Viamir's strength, the two of you are able to actually drag this / push this chest onto the hand.
But,
Yeah.
like, did you burn the bodies?
But, I mean, we have the heads.
No.
We don't
No.
need.
We said not to
No,
burn
no,
the
no, no.
bodies.
The ones in the coffins, the weird mishmash
Oh.
ones.
No, we probably need one of those.
Why?
We need a body.
Do we real? Well,
Okay.
I guess if you want to bring
Who's
me
gonna
in-
believe us?
One.
We're just a bunch
Well-
of idiots on a ship.
You're an idiot.
What?
I
I don't
think-
understand. Why do we need to tell people about the bodies?
I don't know.
Because it's weird and it shouldn't be. It's unnatural. Would you? You're just gonna let this go? I thought you were better than that, Awen. I guess I was wrong.
I just don't understand what we're gonna do about the bodies. I mean, they're here and
I
we
think
gotta-
it might be smart to take one with us. Like, obviously, I want a bunch of, mismatched,
Bodies?
sewn together bodies on the ship, as
I
little
guess
as anybody
you guys
does.
really want them,
But-
because that's totally not like something that could be trackable.
Well, at this point, if that person that we heard in the inn was the person who...
No, I think that was just a really grumpy old maid who was like, "You can't be in there."
All right,
No, I
so
don't think that was anyone of
We
importance.
still don't know who W is.
If it was the owner, they'd be like, "Why the fuck are you in my things? I'm gonna kill you now."
if
yeah,
somebody found out that we were there, then the next logical thing for them to do would be to burn and destroy evidence. Which is why, and he kind of pulls out a couple of different samples and stuff. I took as many things as I could, so that we can try to figure out what exactly is going on here and why what is going on here has a connection straight into the heart of Corsair. I think having one body just to be able to show that there is a body in case this place gets burned would be a benefit to us. As much as I don't want to have any of those bodies on here, I think we need to take one at least.
Well, we have those
I think
cool
we should take.
shackles.
If we take one, I want to name him Francis.
We have those cool shackles, right?
Yes, we do.
So we can shackle it up.
Why would
Keep
you
a guard
shackle
over
the
it.
corpse?
You just said maybe they can track it. Maybe it can do
but
other
that
things.
does-
Do you want it killing you in your sleep? I mean, I might want that, but do you want that?
You think that
Wait.
the corpse is gonna kill us in our sleep?
So wait, Vaimir, I
But
just need to
death.
confirm. Are you saying you want to kill me in my sleep, or you want to die from a corpse in your sleep? Because you have a weird
Whichever one makes you sleep better.
Also,
fetish one.
Vimir doesn't sleep, so, or me or Awen.
Yeah, you guys are really fucking weird.
I mean,
I'll
we
just
can.
turn to Awen, arms crossed. Well, Captain,
I mean, if you wanna bring, I mean, it's a corpse, but I mean, if you think we need to bring it on and we just put it in like a room or something to show someone when we get back to Corsair, I mean, we could take it and then we could put it in the room, and then maybe you could just kind of watch it and make sure nothing happens. But I mean, we're gonna be back soon. I mean, we're gonna go from here. We gotta stop. gotta stop and talk to those goblins, and then we go back to Corsair, and then we could show someone the corpse. Then it's not
I'm
gonna be
really
a very long time.
confused. Were we supposed to be talking to goblins, or were they supposed to be hobgoblins?
What's it? Well, they're same difference. Fucking goblins.
I mean, they're
Big goblins, little goblins, hairy goblins, fat goblins. They're all fucking goblins.
Yeah, but
Alright.
one of them, I feel like I could easily take, like, 20 of them
But
in the one-on-one, and the other one,
we're
I
not
feel
fighting.
like 2. But I mean, that's
but
what
we're
I,
not fighting
yeah.
them though. We
Yeah,
have to
we're
just
not
talk to
fighting
them, and they come to Corsair. So we don't want to take them on. We just want to go there, say, hey, come to Corsair, and then that's it. That's really.
I know. I'm not saying I want to fight them. I'm just saying that there is a difference.
We might not want to fight them, but what if they decide to fight us? We're going there in a ship that just started repairs. It's not in great shape. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's in our best interest to go there at the moment.
Oh yeah, Fixer, the guy that was doing the repairs, the foreman dude, was like, yeah, don't get hit, because if you get hit, you'll probably explode.
Right.
FYI.
So
That you'd like to know.
return to port, and we can head there on foot, easy enough.
Yeah, that'd be great. This thing really can't handle goblins at the moment.
Well, let's go back, and we can think then.
So we go back to Corsair. We drop off the heads, and then we go to the goblins. Well, and then you have to drop. What are you gonna do with the corpse? You want to take the corpse, and then who do you want to give that to?
Well, I mean, we're waiting on an audience from the Pirate Queen. That's who I would want to tell about what we found.
Well, this is what I would pose to you, Captain. Who do you intend to pledge our loyalties to?
I mean, what? I mean, what do you mean? Like, just as a general. I mean, before we were, we were talking we were under Captain Taggart, and then, I mean, do we just fly under the Queen, and then?
I don't know, do we?
She said that was an option when we originally.
I mean, that's probably. I mean, that's probably. I mean, that's the safe bet. But then if we fly under her, and then if we run into remember those guys? They told us not to be pirates anymore.
Yep.
And they said that
And
if we
you
do
said
that,
you
then they'll
weren't
kill
going
us.
to be a pirate. Yeah. You really got yourself into a pickle, Aowen.
Isn't that what, like, all pirates, like, they always are in fear of the law, of authorities?
Yeah, because I mean, if it's kind of like when you get a bounty on you, and then people are kind of chasing after you and everything.
Are you saying you don't want to be a pirate anymore, Aowen?
No, I mean, I just think there's other things we could do. I mean, I think we talked about it. Like, we could take people places, and we could pick things up, kind of like what we're doing now. I mean, we went and we saved the wildlife, because we killed those giants, and then we take that back, and we get some money, and then we use the money to upgrade the ship and pay for people, and then we have some money for ourselves, and then we get more stuff for the ship, and then we get a bigger ship, and then we even do more things.
Do you think that the people in Corsair are here because they want to do good things?
I mean, I think that someone was gonna end up killing those giants to protect the wildlife and for the gold. So I mean, someone's eventually gonna do something, I guess you could say, kind of good. It's just a matter of time. You just wait long enough, someone's gonna do a good thing.
I mean, I'm fully on board for not being a pirate.
I mean, if we kind of continue down the pirate route, then we have to worry about those other guys who told us not to be pirates. But if we don't do pirate things, then maybe we have a problem with, like, the Pirate Queen and her people. So you kind of got to be somewhere in the middle where you kind of talk to both people and hopefully don't get them mad at you.
Well, wouldn't it just be obvious to, like, lie about not being pirates when the authorities come?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could tell lies, and you could try to hide the truth and everything, and just depending on what we want to do. I think right now we just kind of continue down the route we're going. We fly back to Corsair, we drop off the heads, we get our money, and then we can. If I don't think, depending on when the queen wants to talk to us, we can show her about this corpse thing that's all weird. You guys think? And then we also we could walk back to the goblins, and we got to bring them back here. And then by then there might be something new on the board that we could do, and we still have all the other missions. We have to go find the keys and the gladiators, and there's a lot we got going on. We don't want to take on too much. I mean, we already got a full plate.
Do we have to do goblins?
I think you're staying on the ship there.
I mean, yeah, but like, do we have to make friends with goblins? Like,
that is what your queen wants.
she's not my queen. I am.
Wasn't there just something on the board that we were like, yeah, we could do that, or we could not do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just looking for ways to make money, because I mean, like, we got to pay Lycirus here, and then we got a new cook, and then we want to make upgrades, and then maybe we got to get more people for our crew, and then maybe eventually
be honest
get a bigger.
with all of you.
That has never stopped you before.
This entire world, and my home especially, is in grave danger.
Which is why you want to find the keys.
Yes. Now,
so we got to go find them.
We have one place of safe haven at the moment, which is here in Corsair. So it would not be really good to alienate these allies. Yeah, we got Lost Sister, but that's tenuous.
Yeah.
Is that the right word, Fixer? I've been trying to learn.
That works.
Okay. If we don't pledge ourselves and just fly solo, they might not let us back here to Corsair.
And the pirate capital is not exactly a world-known item of knowledge.
So we might not have to go out there
way by any means necessary.
We don't have to go out there being like super pirates and rob everything we see. Like everything else, we might have to pledge our loyalty to somebody, and we'll owe them a favor, which has been a consistent theme since I've met you, group.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If we just pledge our loyalty to the queen, then I mean, really, all we're doing is then we report to her, and then we don't have to worry about any of the other captains, because then if you pledge your loyalty to one captain, then another captain gets mad, and then then this captain gets mad at that one, and then it just starts this kind of turmoil between all the captains. And if we just go right straight to the queen, then we don't have to worry about that, and then we could get back into Corsair, like you said, if it's a safe place for us, and we don't have to worry about, trying to find somewhere else to be safe at. Because I don't know if we could go back to where Law's sister was. I don't think we're very safe there.
Then we present the queen with this evidence, and she does with it what she wants.
Okay, so you bring in a corpse and you put it in a room. And then we fly back to Corsair. We have all the money for you have the money for upgrades, and he kind of like looks to Lycirus and probably Fixer when he says upgrades, thinking either engine or what she might be interested in. And once we get the we could tell them to continue work. And I mean, we could still go. We have to wait for the ship to be repaired, so we could go do the goblins anyway. And just make a couple extra gold, and then we said there was that other one, but we didn't want to do that one with like all those gnolls and everything, because there's a lot of gnolls.
with the goblins, what did the sheet say? Because befriending goblins doesn't really sound like what it would be on a pirate board.
Is that out of character?
Bring them into Corsair's good graces, and convince them, if possible, to spread their forces about, working to survive rather than to potentially just be killed outright. So it is a matter of their survival, if they wish to continue. Otherwise, they are within Corsair's airspace, and as they are not an ally, more than likely they will be blown out of the sky.
Okay. So, diplomacy, so...
Yeah, we definitely want to take Law with us, because, you know, he sold the sand to that guy for all the gold, so he would probably want to talk to the goblins to tell them either, you know, you got to join, or then they're probably going to have to kill you, and it's not good if they kill you, so hopefully they join.
And if I say it, they'll probably just be really mad.
Yeah, because sometimes you could come off a little too strong, you know, especially when you start trying to kill people.
I am just very strong, you're right.
So why don't we, and he just kind of looks slightly serious, why don't we go ahead and get this thing out of here, you know, get everything up and moving. Viamir will grab the one corpse and he'll put it in one of the rooms, and then we'll head back, and everything will work out.
I want to put those shackles on it.
All right, taking the shackles, shackling up the corpse, easy enough, quick and easy thing to do. You drag random corpse.
Yeah, you want me to roll die?
What is it?
Random
look
corpse
like?
is easy. One of the ones you grab is actually dragonborn torso with the head of a halfling, the arm of a human, the leg of a half-orc, and the leg of a tiefling, with the tail of a tabaxi, and the arm of a gnome on it. It is just a...
Take my strong arm.
Fixer is going to pull the book out and quick scan through it to see if there are any like writings that would describe that body.
With it being in code and you not having a cipher for it, I would say there wouldn't be any defining mark, anything that would stand out, just because it's all kind of stand outish.
Just kind of as like a seeing that, making sure that it is a code and not just like an inventory. So he's actually hoping not to find it, because that would mean that it is indeed a code that he has to either figure out or find someone.
Okay, make an investigation check.
18.
18? You don't find anything about anybody. You do find some ramblings about a carrot cake and 3-bean soup recipe for the two to be put together and eaten in a bowl, kind of slurped down.
Can I bring that to what's his name? Can I ask if that would work?
So you bring the book to Ebgar, and Ebgar looks at you, reads over the recipe, and that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard someone wanting to be made. That's disgusting. That's like eating, like, 2 socks soaked in sweat. You just... No.
Awesome! Then he'll turn around and walk away.
Do you want that?
No, but it's good that it doesn't work.
I mean, it works, it's just disgusting. Very, very disgusting.
Does it work as a cooking thing if it's disgusting?
It works separately.
Right, put together...
No, together it's wrong. Together
exactly.
it is an abomination.
Exactly. That's what I was hoping to hear.
Good. As you make your way, Law will begin identifying the quarterstaff, which in transit, as you all are on the bridge, Law has...
I'm watching over the body.
Okay. Law has a moment with all of you except Viamir being... Or Viamir, do you have the body on the bridge as well? As, like, all of
Do
you...
I have the what?
Do you have the body on the bridge as well, so just in case it does come to life for all of you to try and kill it, or do you have it in a private room?
I think we talked about putting it in a private room, but I would defer to the group's judgment on that. But my goal was to put it in a room. Is there a brig? Do we talk about that?
This, the hand does not have a brig.
So I would just put it in an empty storage unit or whatever and shackle it up and just look at it.
Okay. Fixer and Awen, as you two stand there, Law finishes his concentration and identifies the quarterstaff as the forest's toll. And the two of you have a moment of pause. And there's... I need a wisdom save, actually, from each of you.
Forest trolls, what? Vimir comes thundering through the ship. No.
That is a natural 20 wisdom save, 24.
24.
20, but the non-natural way.
Okay. It is the forest's toll, correct. You managed to subdue a natural elven reaction to just run over to Law, pin him down, and beat that information out of his head as his filthy human hands should not be touching that quarterstaff.
Law dropped the staff.
Oh, man.
He just stands...
Law dropped the staff.
Put
Put it on the ground right now.
Why?
Just do it. Do it.
Okay, and he just sets it there. Doesn't drop it,
Thank
just
you.
puts it down. The two of you recognize the name. And the story is one that is ingrained in every elf growing up. It's history. The Forest's Toll is an ancient quarterstaff created by the first elves. It was given to their greatest champion, Raziel Bonebranch. They took it upon themselves to complete the greatest of trials, which is to defend their forests until the forest takes its toll upon them. It is both a boon and a curse. And even though the curse doesn't come up on the identify, the curse is known. While you do make devastating strikes when you hit precision points with this quarterstaff and charge a body with the forest's wrath, the forest takes its toll on you and saps your health, your vitality from you for a period of time. And as it does, behind you, where your blood spills, new trees begin to grow. However, should this ever kill you, you will be turned into a lesser world tree.
If it saps your life to the point where it kills you,
Yep.
you become...
Yep. It will turn you into a lesser world tree.
So Awen just gonna kind of look to Law and just be like, you just don't want to mess with that. That's just really for elves. It's just better if you just don't touch it. And Awen Awen just kind of reaches down and picks it up and kind of just like takes it back and just be like, I mean, I'm glad you looked at it, but just yeah, you just don't want to touch it and.
Especially not around Viamir, please.
Oh, okay. Okay. Awen, if you head into your equipment and you look up Forest's Toll, you'll see Forest's Toll +1, and you can go ahead and add that to your character sheet.
Okay.
It will require attunement. Will you spend the next hour attuning to the weapon?
You said it's only how long of a flight back to Corsair?
It's
You
not
said
that
20
long
minutes
of
or
a.
so?
It's not that long, but killing enough time, you will be able to attune it to it as you walk about the city.
Few more laps, Lysiris. I'm almost done.
Yeah, Awen's probably just going to wait until we take a rest. So he's not going to attune to it yet. He's gonna get back to town. We're gonna probably cash in hopefully on the giant heads and then from there he'll probably wait till everyone kind of settles in for the night before he sits down and attunes to it.
Okay.
Kind of putting some major thought into it.
Okay. As you guys arrive back in Corsair, a new tool in your hands. Very old, very ancient weapon. This is a boon to find for this crew in particular, and whether Fixer or Awen you dare tell Viamir is up to you.
For now, Awen's probably going to. Would Law or Fixer be able to identify the quiver?
Yep.
I think that was the other.
Law can do the same thing. It is a quiver of Alona.
Bracers.
And bracers of defense.
Ooh. So as he identifies what the bracers are, Awen's just going to. He's going to put the quarterstaff into the quiver, and he's going to just be wearing the quiver.
Okay.
As he knows what it is, and he's going to find Viamir on the ship before we land. He's going to be kind of walking around looking for him, because I think you said you were going to be.
That's easy enough.
Guarding
it is easy enough for you to find Viamir.
And as he finds him, he'll just be like, "Hey, Viamir. So, back when we found, that dwarf guy, and we were looking through things, and where we were by the cave. Do you remember that?
No.
Just kind of recently, we were
No.
we were over there, well, when I was looking through one of the huts, I found these bracers, and I had Fixer and Law kind of tell me what they do a little bit, and
Yeah. I don't care.
I just thought maybe you would want to wear them. They would make you a little bit stronger, and they said it'd probably kind of help you, during some of your battles and protect you from enemies. Is kind of what they were telling me. I didn't know if maybe you wanted to maybe wear them.
I'm just focused on the body. Like, he's behind me talking, and I'm just watching the body.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Nothing. No. Your stupid bracers are not going to make me stronger.
I mean, maybe not like stronger, but I mean, if you wore them, and then they would help you, like if you got in combat, maybe you could help kind of fend you off, fend off an enemy or something if they were trying to attack you or something. That's kind of what they were telling me, and I thought.
Are you saying I'm weak, Awen?
I'm just saying that this would make you even harder to hit because you're such a very strong.
Oh, so I'm easy to hit. I'll turn around at this point.
And I mean, it's just. I mean, you're kind of. I mean, you're bigger, so you're easier to hit.
Yeah.
Because you take up more space.
As you turn around, though, you do see Awen has embraced more of his elven nature and culture while wearing this quiver and having it so loaded with bows, arrows. Well, a bow, arrows, quarterstaff.
Does he have hair now?
He doesn't have hair now. No.
No, still bald. So I mean, like I was saying, you're bigger and you're easier to hit. Like if I swung at you, I could hit you because you're bigger. And what I'm saying is, if you wear these, then maybe I wouldn't hit you. I mean, I would probably still hit you, but
You want to hit me? You want to hit me, Edwin?
I don't want to hit you.
It sounds like you want to hit me.
I'm just saying I could hit you. I don't want to hit you.
No, you couldn't hit me.
I didn't know. I mean, I could.
No.
I could definitely hit you, but then
No.
if you wore these, someone else might not be able to hit you. I'm not going to hit you because I'm not dumb.
Yeah. So you sounding really dumb right now.
I mean, I'm just trying to give you these bracers, and he just kind of like, oh, okay. These bracers, I'm just telling you, if you could wear them, and you won't get hit as much.
What is on your back?
It's a quiver with there's arrows in it, and
Why is it so big?
I mean, is it? It's not that big.
It's a normal. It is a normal sized quiver. It's just got a lot of stuff in it.
There's a lot of stuff back there.
Yeah, it's another thing that I found in one of the huts where I was looking for. I was looking through the huts when I think Fixer was over doing.
There were only 3 huts. So how many huts did you go through?
I think I just went through. I think I went through maybe 1 or 2 huts, but I found this, and then there was the other hut with the thing that Law found, but then he started just kind of looking at it, and so then I went to a different hut, and then I found this, and I found a couple other things, and then I found the bracers, and I'm trying to just say, you can have the bracers.
Why are you trying to pawn off this garbage on me? I don't understand.
I just don't know why you wouldn't want to be better.
I feel like it's some sort of practical joke. Oh, look at the dumb guy from the World Tree. He doesn't know anything. You're going to give me these bracers now.
No, but I mean, I know you're looking for the keys, but then I thought...
Are they a key? Are these keys?
I don't think these are keys. These definitely look like bracers.
Make a history check, Viamir.
That's a 0.
They could be keys. You're trying to remember the holes inside of the world tree. Could be keys. Having trouble remembering.
Give me these stupid bracers.
Yeah. You take them, and then they
I
say
put
you
them
have
on. Okay, hit me, Awen. Hit me.
No, they said you have to take a little bit of time. They're not ready yet. I don't think.
They're not ready yet. Is this part of the
you
joke?
have to like
We're all
focus
laughing
on them.
now. Where's Sid? Where's Sid?
It's just us here.
You can come out now.
The body starts to move and Sin bursts out from inside of it.
That's Sin. Where's the body?
The body was Sin the whole time.
Go ahead, Awen. You said you could hit me before, but you can't hit me with these on.
No, but you have to focus on them for a little bit. You have to focus. I don't think you're focusing.
I fart.
All right. Why don't you take a little bit of time and focus on these, and then
I'm gonna focus on this body. You take your trash.
As you go to take them off, they don't come off.
Hey,
I don't want them. I really don't want them.
Make an athletics check.
That's a 2.
You, Jesus Christ! What's your modifier?
Oh no, I rolled a 2, so I don't know what.
So, plus your.
Now I rage.
As you struggle to get them off.
What kind of trick is this? Rage.
Rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that will be a athletics, right?
Yeah.
22.
Oh, shit. Yeah, with a 22, you pop them both off, throw them to the ground. And you throw them on the ground.
So, I mean, if you don't want them, I mean, I'd take them back, but I was trying to do a nice thing, and I thought you would want them for when because you're always up there in the battle, whether you're fighting a bear or a giant or sometimes a car.
Shut up, Erwin! And I just mush him.
You give him the bracers back.
No, I tossed him on the ground. I just mush his face.
Push
Just
him.
talk
Anyway,
to the hand.
you can make a acrobatics check to try and avoid that if you like.
A1's probably just gonna take it. He's just
Okay.
like, let's take the push.
You have a good
and
shot. I didn't roll particularly well.
He's just gonna kind of
You're
just
gonna
like,
take
oh,
it. You just
okay.
get shoved
Yeah.
out. Okay.
I'll take that rather than a stab of his weapon. So
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
it's
gonna
okay.
kind
He
of
only
like
seems to do real damage to himself.
he's Awen's just gonna pick up the bracers and just kind of grumble and be like, "Fine, I was just trying to help and make sure you can't get hit." And he's just kind of walking behind him, and then he's gonna at this point he's gonna just start putting them on and be like, "Well, I'll wear them. I'm not gonna get hit. I don't want to get hit from anything."
Okay.
And he's just gonna kind of be putting them on, and he's just wearing them, grumbling, and
All right.
he's gonna be focusing on them as they're gonna head into Corsair when they get back.
You can add braces of defense to your sheet and attune to them. That is easy enough. As the ship lands, no uneasy events happen. Does anyone else have anything they wish to do before getting off and getting into Corsair? Taking that as a no. Ship lands, redocks. Lysiris once again puts in a reminder that the hand is available once again for repairs. She settles herself in, getting comfortable, not changing her clothes, but goes and gets a fresh cup of coffee and begins having a conversation with Ebgarn.
Sincere's just sitting there counting money slowly. 1, 2,
Counting it,
3,
counting through
5,
it.
17.
Counting through it, you count a good 800 gold pieces all together. If you get it exchanged.
Guys, we have like 800 gold pieces worth of stuff here.
And who's gonna get it changed?
Who's gonna what?
I mean,
You
I
can just
guess-
turn this to gold?
well,
Oh, I'm not there.
you go to someone.
Actually, I'm gonna take just a handful of copper pieces.
Okay. Screws up your count.
Why are you doing that? No, you don't need copper pieces. You put them
Yes, I
back.
do. Me and Law can make this into like
No,
way
no,
more
this
work.
is money. You find stupid bolts or something. You put
I
the
can
money
make
back.
copper into silver.
No, you can't. That's a lie.
Yes, I can.
Liar.
Temporarily.
Put it back right now.
For about 10 minutes, I can make copper.
Yeah, that's for 10 minutes. No,
Yes.
we're
And
not
how long
going.
does it take Law to buy things?
Do you want to take how much copper in gold do you want to take?
Just like 20 copper, not a lot. Just to
So 2 gold
You
worth,
are
or
fucking up
two
my
two
count.
silver, 2 silver worth, 2 silver worth of copper.
yeah.
Takes 2 silver worth of copper from you, Sin. You now have 799 gold pieces and 8 silver pieces.
I'm taking that out of your stipend. With a
Okay.
5% increase for troubles.
Okay, I can deal with that. That
Good.
cost me 4 copper, apparently.
Alrighty.
So, just DD, quick question for you.
Yeah.
The whole that virtuous faith where I can't have a personal wealth to exceed 50 gold.
That is correct.
Like, if I know that as a whole we have more than 50 gold, do I
Nope, it
have
is
that
just
urge?
it is just
Like in
your,
my pocket?
It is just your personal wealth.
Gotcha. Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't like looking at this chest of gold being like, we have to donate it all.
No,
Gotcha.
no. Anything they give you, you would have to donate. Yeah.
You are literally already the worst
worst pirate. I got 50
Hashtag
gold.
worst
That's all I
pirate
need.
ever.
I don't know if we want to do this like whole rating stuff because they said not to. And
Body count super high. Cash count super low.
super low. Got 2 giants. So, is there as we're kind of landing back in Corsair, was there like a place we were supposed to take these giants? Like,
Yep,
was there
you
a name on it? Like,
there is a small shop that takes care of cashing out all the bounties. It is right next to the Drunken Cabbage. It is known as the Adventurer's Way.
you said Venturer's Way?
Adventurer's Way.
Adventure.
Yep.
It'd just be like, so as we kind of land, be like, so you guys, do we want to take these heads over?
Well, yeah, we don't want anything like. I mean, I froze the insides, but they're gonna start stinking pretty quick. This is like a jungle, you know. So, probably get Edgar, and we'll just kind of roly-polies on over to the adventurers.
Because I think
Wait.
Viamir's watching that body, and so if we wanted to take these heads to hopefully, you know, we could take those, and I don't know, maybe Sin, if you and Law wanted to go to cash those in, then we could get the money, so that way we can make the change. You know, we can make sure we get ready for the repairs, and then we can start thinking about upgrades. And
Yeah, I've got it. I just need really strong muscle men to carry things because that stuff's gross. And also stuff is really heavy.
I could guard the body, and Viamir could help.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
Law will just kind of. I'm the one paying Viamir. I'll sit with him and watch the body.
You're making me do this on my own. Wow. What a cop out.
Fixer, go with.
No
go
wonder
with
your
Sin.
sister doesn't like you.
It's a
Lazy
lot of copper. I have to work on new disguises. I have.
You're a lazy bum.
I will buy you something pretty, Sin.
I feel like you're lying to me.
I am not lying to you at all. I will absolutely get you something pretty.
Will you buy her a car?
I will never buy anyone a car. That is just
Don't want the car.
too much money.
actually, don't spend his gold because we have plans.
But
And I go
I'll
out
sit here
to
with
take care of
Viamir.
You can make gold for
the
him. but
bounty.
All right.
don't spend it because he's
As-
got a plan.
As Ebgarn and Sin, as the two of you bring the heads, Awen, are you going with them?
what was that?
Are you going with them to bring the heads?
No, Awen's gonna just kind of, as they're getting ready to leave, Awen's just gonna be like, while you guys go there, I could go over and check to see if maybe the queen's ready to meet us yet. I could go see if maybe they have a time for when they want to meet us, because, you know, we've been gone for a little while, because we were doing the thing with the heads. So I could go over and we can check with...
She would say she would call us.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe they were looking for us while we were gone, and we could go back and just check to see if they're ready for us now.
You sound desperate.
I mean, I think we just wanted to talk to the queen, and and then Captain Taggart went in there, and then we also we want to make sure that we tell the queen. Viamir said he wanted to show her that corpse that we found, and we said that was probably the best person to show it to, because it's a weird thing, they said. So I was just gonna go check. I mean, you guys go, and you guys could get the money, and then I could go, and then if they're ready for us, and I could call everyone, and we could go meet with them and take that corpse and everything.
Wait, Ewan, I just want to check with one thing. You didn't find that all weird?
I mean, it's weird, like a lot of the corpses, and then I found it weird that the giants were, they were trying to drink the dwarf,
As you say
alcohol.
that,
That's actually less weird.
as you say that, Ebgarn's rolling the heads in and just kind of like on two makeshift pallets with wheels, and one's just stacked on the other. The mouth is open on one, eating the other by its neck, and he's just kind of like giggling to himself. Ah, fuck the two of you. Smacks him every so often as your dwarven chef makes his way in, and yeah, no, being stuck inside of a cask, being drunk, yeah, that sucked. That was awful. I will happily bring these in and get some cash for these fuckers.
Okay, so you guys head out, and then Eowyn's just gonna.
You're muted.
Now you're cutting out Eowyn.
Oh, is that better?
Better.
Yes.
Okay. So he's just gonna kind of start walking away and look to fix her and be like, so I'll just be right back, and then maybe we could bring that corpse. And as he's just kind of talking and mumbling as he walks away.
Alrighty.
Alright.
As you head off to speak with the Queen, Ebgarn and Sin, the two of you rolling the heads down, making your way to the bounty office, opening the
Making my
door.
way downtown, walking fast, giant's head rolling all around.
Hey, Viamir said you're the one who got me all the clothing.
Yeah, I did.
Thank
I mean,
you.
is it okay? Cool.
Do
I was
you-
like, I don't know if this is like his style or not, but I mean, like,
do you have a favorite food?
edible. But also, I like lots of sweets. So I mean, honestly, you could probably feed me anything.
Okay.
I have a strong stomach.
Do you like bacon?
Yes,
I
bacon is good.
I like doing candied bacon and baking things with bacon.
Bacony bacon.
Yeah, I can make you bacon wrapped in bacon on bacon.
Yes, please. And also make sure that the bread is bacon.
You just want bacon.
Pocket bacon.
I can, because I am concerned with how much salt that will be you're consuming, I will at least wrap the bacon after it's been woven, baked, and baked in lettuce. And that way it's a crisp, fresh, and salty deliciousness.
Okay, you can put tomato on there too, because I actually like tomatoes.
Do you want bread and some mayonnaise?
I'll
Your
take the
friend-
mayonnaise. No bread, please.
No. Okay. Because Viamir's got that jar that makes mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I took that. Didn't I?
No, did you? Okay.
I don't know. There's
Well,
some really weird stuff.
They just had me try the mayonnaise.
One of them has
I
our
determined.
one of them has our
I
mayonnaise
told you
jar.
not to.
Somebody has a mayonnaise jar.
As you guys
That's really
make, you've got a weird crew, but I like it. It's interesting. As the two of you make your way to the bounty office, inside you see a very, very old, hunched over half-orc woman, just kind of like looking out, eyes squinting as she tries to make who it is that's coming in, and... Yes?
Hi! We got this bounty from the board at the cabbage. And we came to collect. Here's the proof that we have taken care of the giants.
You hand it over, she looks at it. 75 gold pieces. Sets it down. Starts looking. Counts 75 gold pieces out and sets it down.
Does that sound right?
Fuck no.
I'm pretty sure it was a lot higher.
I don't know. It looks like 75 to me. She
I think it was like 500.
She hands the slip over. You telling me this says 500?
I looked down at it.
Says 500.
Yes.
Oh, she nat one's her insight. I guess it must be 500. And she counts an extra 500 gold out in just quick stacks and hands you 575 gold.
Run away.
Edgar just kind of snickers under his breath, puts the heads up on her counter, and she just grabs them, takes them, throws them, and you hear... She throws him down what sounds like a hole.
Whoa. There's a hole?
Yes, there's a hole.
You
I throw things
accidentally
in
gave
holes.
us 75 more. Here, I will give that back.
I gave you what?
You gave me 575. Here's the 75 back. It was a 500 bounty.
Oh. She kinda... That's another nat 1. What the hell? She looks at it, looks at you, and... You're very honest. Keep 50 of it for your honesty. And she takes the 25 and drops it back into her chest.
Okay, thank you. I just didn't want to, get you in trouble or anything. That's
Ah!
very kind of you.
I'm the accountant.
Oh, so the numbers work in your favor.
Always
Got
do.
it. Well, thank you so much. It was
Okay.
a pleasure working with you.
Pleasure completing a contract.
Yay!
Edgar just kind of... Can I get 100 of that to go and buy provisions?
Yeah.
Thank you. Takes his 100, makes his way off. You have 450 with you.
I pocket 50.
Pocket 50, okay.
Amen.
Ebgarn is going to procure supplies, and with his statistics and advantages, he will do a pretty good job getting you some good prices and some good food. Anything else you want to do, Sin?
I'm going to go recheck the bounty board. Just to, triply make sure that it was, hobgoblins.
Okay. Making your way back to the bounty board, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh boy, I'm so good at those. 7.
7. It takes you a very, very, very long time to find the goblin one. It takes you about 25 minutes.
Oh, here
And-
it is. It's under all these titty pictures.
And in that amount of time, you do notice one thing.
What?
There are roughly 200 missing pirate notifications. Bounties are small, 25 gold upon finding, nothing above 50. It's pirate town after all. Someone going missing, it probably just got nabbed by a bounty hunter. But that is a lot of tags.
That's really weird. Oh well.
As you find it, it is just regular old goblins.
Oh, it is just goblins. That's good to know. Goblins are less scary. And then I walk over to the bar. Barkeep, can I buy like a keg
Yeah. What do
of
you
like
want?
really good beer?
You want really good beer?
Yeah.
Alright, really good beer it is. Happy to provide, yeah. It'll be 20 gold for the keg.
Here you go, 20 gold.
Alright, handing him 20 gold. He props a good-sized keg. Do you need someone to carry that for you?
I don't know, do I?
It is
Let's just-
it is way too big for you to carry. This Goliath literally picks up one of the actual tap kegs from down below, basically, and
Oh,
just
shit.
sets it on the floor next to you.
I'm going to say yes. Is there somebody I could hire?
Yeah. Oh, freak! Move your ass! And you watch as this large bugbear just... Yes?
Hi.
Hello.
I need somebody to carry this cake for me to my ship. I will pay you
Right.
5 gold.
You see his bugbear arms just reach around almost the entirety of this keg and just lifts it.
Off we go to the hand.
Okay. Kind of makes his way through and starts following you to the hand.
I go to the hand.
Alright. As you make your way there, Awen, where are you heading?
Awen was gonna head to where the last place where Taggart and the Queen went into, and
To
when
the
we ran
palace,
into
then.
those guards. Yeah, the palace.
Alright. As you head to the Queen's palace, you find the 2 guards standing there, kind of at a relaxed pose, as they see you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same? The same 2 guards you said, or?
It is the same 2 guards, yeah.
And Awen will just kind of be so I don't know if you remember, I was here earlier, and
Go in.
well, I needed to go get some of my friends. I didn't know, because we left and we went to go do one of the bounties, and I didn't know if they wanted us.
Get who you need and go back in.
Oh, okay, great. And Awen just kind of like takes off running.
Okay. As you do, Awen returns to the ship, with Sin making her way in, dropping a full keg of ale in the kitchen. No? Where are you putting that keg?
It's going right in her room.
The most central part of the ship.
The hull.
Which is...
I don't know.
So the kitchen.
I would say
The
the
kitchen.
engine room.
The kitchen. All right.
I put it in the
Putting-
kitchen,
Putting the
and then
keg in the
I
kitchen.
start yelling at Fixer to come up to the kitchen.
Do I hear her?
You hear her. Small
I
ship
will-
sound echoes.
Does she say beer or does she just say to come up?
Come to the kitchen, I have a surprise for you.
Fixer will walk there.
All
And if he didn't, I would have encouraged it.
Fixer,
Okay,
you're
so
making
what's
your
in?
way-
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is a full.
Sid, you are my favorite.
It is a full keg.
It's full, it's delicious, and it's all ours.
Oh my goodness! And he will look for a glass immediately.
There are glasses. Easy enough.
All right, he's gonna taste it.
It is good. It's cold. It's
Oh, that's
abnormally cold. It shouldn't be cold. It's a wooden cask or a wooden keg. Shouldn't be that cold, but it's cold.
This keg is enchanted, and I want to know how else that I can do it. Oh,
I
this
have
is
no
good.
idea. I bought it that way.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Sin. I have missed. Well, I mean, I've had some alcohol, but good
Yeah,
for
I
you.
figure you wanted something better than engine hooch.
I mean, don't knock engine hooch, but
I'm not knocking
Good beer
engine
is good.
hooch, but a little something something for when you're like, I want a midnight snack. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich and 7 pints of ale.
As they're talking, Awen's
I
just
mean,
gonna come running
I
in.
can start to cut back.
Guys! Hey,
Look, I got the cake.
oh, that's great. But I wanted to tell you that the guards told me that the queen was ready to talk to us about the stuff, so we could go. You guys start. If you head there and you go get Law and then and Six and I'll go grab Vimir, and Awen just kind of runs off and grabs Vimir and just kind of like knocks on the door. He's just like, hey, Vimir.
What?
The queen said she's ready to talk to us if you wanted to bring that corpse thing.
Just grab the body by its little fucking, what was it, a halfling head?
Halfling head, yeah.
On this fucking
Dragonborn
dragonborn
torso.
body. I just pick it up, throw it over my shoulder, and like catch it by its feet real quick with the one like human half orc leg real quick right before it hits Awen.
As you catch it, a goat hoof kicks you in the back of the head as you grab the
Yeah,
half
that's
work.
That's fine.
And so we could head over there now, and Awen just kind of starts walking and looks
Yeah.
back to make sure he's following.
I'm following.
Okay. As you guys make your way, Law following, Six coming along, back to the front gate, heading inside. You are led to the Queen's council chamber. It's there all the captains are together.
Hey guys, are they always in this room?
As you ask that, you see one of the more quiet ones, a little halfling, just scarred and wrappings and bandanas across his body, just kind of stands up and, yeah, we're always in this room when we're not out there doing shit. But you brought Taggart back, so yeah, we're here. You got a problem with that, pup?
No, sir.
That's what I thought. Maybe you buck up a little bit, you get a special treat.
I just throw the body on the floor.
You throw the body on the floor, this resounding hits. Room quiets a little bit.
I'm gonna
Taggart.
look at all of their faces and see if there's anyone that reacts.
Make a insight check. Taggart looks at you via mirror and put that one on the table.
That'll be a 21.
21. As Viamir sets it on the table, there's a few faces of like, ugh, what the fuck? But others are stern, emotionless.
No, oh shit, they found it.
No one seems to have an oh shit, they found it moment. So, as Rivana looks at you all, you've brought us some demented thing. Care to elaborate?
Yeah. We went to go kill the giants,
Oh, lovely.
like Captain Kelsatar suggested,
Is that true?
which we did. By the way,
I mean,
it was easy. They smelled even worse than me.
they were
But-
doing a lot of damage to the local wildlife. Oh. Good enough for me.
Are you guys done? You asked me a question. I'm gonna answer it.
Continue.
Upon tracking them to their disgusting lair. By the way, you don't want to go there. There's like 50 foot of shit. I'm not even exaggerating. It's a lot.
Cypher.
God, it was disgusting.
Cypher gives a deep, robotic laugh.
And we came across an area that seems too well built for two brutes such as this. And bodies like this, mangled and deformed, put together by some unholy fucking being, whoever would do this.
Fixer steps forward at this point and starts. We did find some giant, I guess, architecture, if you want to call it that. But there was also very clearly architecture within the area that was not giant based. It was clearly made by a average sized humanoid. We investigated into the cavern and found an alchemy lab, very extensive, and he starts pulling out some of the different materials that he found in there. There was a lot of acid, poison, glue, and there was also this, and he pulls out the book and places it down. I've looked through it, and it appears to be gibberish, but based on what I'm looking at, there is some sort of cipher that will... there is some sort of cipher that will give us more information about what was going on. I would say the most concerning thing, though, is that in the back of the cavern was an arcane gateway that led into the inn that's nearby here.
As you say that, there are some murmurings going between the captains at the table. Rivana just kind of gives a look. One of the other captains stands and gets a look at the body and starts kind of rotating, touching all the House Arno brands on the body.
Based on what I was seeing at the time, the brand was almost certainly applied after the death of the different parts.
Captain looks. Crom. Kel. What's with the house symbol? It's yours. The two of them look at each other and then look around, and I have no idea about this. However, it is definitely that of House Arno. That's for sure. Crom. Yes. It is of House Arno. Good. Astute observation. What more do you want?
Actually, and I take the manacles off. Those are ours.
Great. Rivana, do you have a cipher for the code? Or do you have a code for the cipher?
Not at the moment. I would have to spend more time with it. I would just acquire it.
You don't mean the captain? Ciphers, Captain Ciphers right there.
There are multiple meanings of the word.
Oh, she wants you to put it in the captain?
No. Either I'd have to speak with someone that's good with codes, or I would have to spend... I'm not sure how long, but I would be able to eventually but this isn't my expertise, so it would take me longer than somebody who's an expert in this.
A lot of eyes kind of drift over toward Crom as he sits there. What?
There's still a lot of bodies over there, by the way.
Rivana looks and Crom, be a dear. Help him. You'll get paid. Book.
I think so. I'll give it to him.
Takes it. Cracks it open. Right. Give me a day. I'll get you your code.
And
Like I said, codes aren't my expertise. Would you mind if I sat in and learned from you?
He looks over to Rivana, and Rivana just sits there and smiles. As he lets out a heavy sigh, Kelzita just kind of coughs at him. As you watch, as there's a pulse of energy that goes across his very strange circuitry tattooing that goes across his body. He looks over and looks to the left of his shoulder at you, but he looks, his eyes drift to the left. Fine. That's fine.
Thank you.
Kelzita just, well, if you need some help, I will happily come and help. Take a look at this gate of yours. It sounds troublesome. If you want my help.
just want to remind everyone that none of this would be possible without Captain Awin's robust and enthusiastic leadership. And I'll slap him on the back real hard and like kind of push him forward.
Awin, make a strength saving throw.
Okay. That is a 5.
5. You stumble forward. The air leaves your lungs a bit,
Nope,
but
too much.
you catch yourself, and there's a slight scoff from someone at the table.
Yes. So as Vahimir said, we took the ship and we went out there and that's how we had found all this stuff. I mean, we started with the bounty and then we followed the giants and then we found the cave and we found the dwarf and then all the things and then the door. So I mean, we could take you to the door. I don't think that we could get to the. I don't know if we could get to the door from in the room above the inn, but we could go back to the cave with the door.
Taggart puts his hand up and looks at you very sternly as he meets your gaze. Tell you what. You investigate the room. You have our permission, as you're the ones who discovered this sickening display. When you're ready to show us where this cave is, to this door, you know where we'll be.
And Awen just kind of looks to everyone and be like, yeah, we could go and see if someone goes back to the cave, right? And then we could open the door and then we could show them the door, right, everybody?
and we look around the room and.
I'm pretty sure he wants an answer. He's sending us for answers.
Yes. We'll do that, and when we get the door open, and then we take a little bit more look around, we'll have you and the queen. You guys can come up to the room above the inn there, above the tavern, and then you guys can check it out for yourself as well. It's a lot quicker to the other bodies too. That way we don't have to be flying back and forth. You could just kind of like walk right there.
Anyone else have anything to say? Sincere?
Somebody was going to pay for an upgrade to the ship?
What would you like installed?
I guess I mean I'm not really sure like what our options are. I didn't know there'd be many options available.
We could upgrade your weapon systems, your engine, your armor, do a complete refit of the ship. Make sure it's a little sturdier than it is now. It is a rust bucket, after all. Your little gunship is more of a death trap.
A couple of episodes ago, when I was going to be late, you said that Fixer could look through and take stock of the systems to see which ones were most in need of upgrade.
Yep. Most in need of upgrade is your weapon systems, so self-defense capabilities, navigation. Your engine is up to date, but back about 5 years. Armor and structure needs a complete rehaul. If you wanted a better engine, you would need to completely overhaul the frame in the armor. But considering you also have a pocket favor for a upgrade as well from Kelzita, it might be doable if you focused on those two. It would take, for a complete structural and armor-based overhaul, that's going to take 2 weeks. Engines will be done in the same amount of time. Because they're going to basically strip the ship and build from the ground up.
All right. Well, we have a lot to get taken care of over time, but I think with the upgrades that we were offered, our best interest is to rework the hull and then upgrade the engine.
Well, you get what from me? And Kelzita just kind of puts her hand in. I'll take care of the engines. Very well. And
So
Taggart raises a hand as well and tell me what you want, boys and girl, and I will get you something new as well.
Wow, that's and Awen just kind of looks back between all three of them and just say, yeah, it's mighty generous of all you guys. I mean, we certainly appreciate it, and yeah, we would.
Cypher just looks at you and, I would rather scrap your entire ship.
Weapons it is. We're going for weapons.
Fixer was like doing math in the air, kind of. Yeah, weapons.
Yeah, what? I mean, yeah. So we could do the.
We talked about this,
overhaul.
Captain. Armor,
overhaul.
engine, weapons.
Yeah. I think yes, that would be greatly appreciated. That would certainly help us, and we understand there's going to be time to take, for that to happen for the ship, and we could probably find things to do around here, and we could look back at the bounty board while,
You're talking too much, Awen.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and those are the three. I think, as they said, those are the three, and that's it, and we appreciate it, and
Okay, yeah, you said that like 4 times. Thank you for your time. We don't have anything else to say. We will investigate further into this thing. Would you like us to take the body with us?
No. Leave it here. We'll do a autopsy and see what's been done.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Your Majesty and captains.
Yes, thank you guys. And Awen's just gonna kind of slowly back, and he'll wait for the others to kind of walk out first and kind of be waving and whatnot as he exits.
Okay.
Crom, sir, Captain Crom.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I do an exaggerated bow.
When would you like me to meet with you to work on the cipher?
I will call you.
Thank you.
As you make your way out. Where would you guys like to go? What is your destination?
Say, well, I mean, we could probably, I don't know if you guys want, I mean, we could probably go, I don't know if you wanted to tell Lysiris about the upgrades. She might be pretty excited, or, we could
Yeah,
go
we have
to
to
the...
tell her about the upgrades. We got to pay her. We've got to take care of a lot of different little things. So probably just back to the ship. I'm fine with that.
Are we deducting food from her pay?
No.
That should be an option.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think
So
that,
she's gonna pay for the mess hall, right? Got it.
No.
I think Ebgarn, I think he had gotten a lot of food, so I think
Yeah,
we'd probably
he did
be okay
because
with
I already
the
gave
food.
him money to get food.
Yeah,
Who
so
gave
I
him
think-
money?
I did.
Oh, so you took that out of...
Yes, I'm the
ship
quartermaster.
Okay. So you just decide how much everyone gets paid?
How much do you want to get paid? I didn't think that you were somebody who was very, I don't know, materialistic.
I am very
Things.
materialistic. Yeah, those are materials.
Yeah, okay. That's what they thought.
I mean, we should save a lot of money. Do we need to load up extra rocks for you?
No.
Okay.
While they're all discussing this, Fixer's doing anxiety, deep breathing stuff.
Hey, Fixer, just remember we have that cake in the kitchen. You better get there before Edgar drinks it all.
Yeah.
I need that right now.
We
Yeah,
can go back and celebrate.
He says he makes his own ale. I don't know if... I mean, he'll probably drink it, but he probably makes better...
Fixer, go
Poison
ahead and
water.
make a wisdom save. As you feel this unnatural chill enter your body and send your spine straight.
16.
16. You have this unnatural just pause as something alien enters your body and holds there for a moment. You feel it kind of rack your mind before it pulls away, leaving you feeling somewhat cold and empty on the inside. You feel hollow for a moment before everything kind of turns back to normal.
Hello, are you okay, Fixer? You kind of spaced out there for a second.
I need alcohol.
Yeah, okay, let's go get some alcohol. Did you need
Fixer's
anything
gonna,
else?
Kind of just stare at his feet as he's walking and just not really pay attention to anything.
Okay.
Just
You
thinking.
should probably look up.
Staring at
If
your
you keep-
feet as you go.
If
You
you
guys-
keep looking at your feet, I'm gonna put my finger in your ear.
Please don't do that.
Already getting the finger wet.
Wait, so why are we celebrating? We still need to go get the goblins.
Fixer will move to the other side of someone from Sin.
Okay. Easy enough.
The goblins don't have to be done right now, though. Like, we're going to be here
Yeah.
for a while with the upgrades, Vimir.
Think of it this way, Viamir. If we take a day to the rest of the day to just relax, recalculate our decisions and move forward, we could do better. Discover this mystery.
Are we gonna go look for the mystery now?
I think
No.
we're all planning to head back to the ship and maybe find some place to stay while it gets refitted.
I thought, will we not just stay in the tavern we've been staying at?
Well, if that's the case, I can try and talk the tavern keeper into lowering our rates until it's time to go.
I mean, especially if that's where we're like investigating, wouldn't it be less obvious if we were staying there? Then it wouldn't seem odd that we're coming in and out all the time.
Then maybe we should go and tell the tavern keeper that we're going to go that way and do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would like
Good
to go
plan.
with us and talk to the tavern keeper and let him know we're going to stay? Anyone?
I've been meaning to talk to Lycirus about something, so I'm gonna head that way.
Okay.
I've got to pay Lycirus,
Okay.
so she doesn't, like, burn down the ship.
I think she thinks that's her home. I don't think she'd burn
Yeah,
her
she
home down.
probably does, but she'll probably put up some really nasty traps for everybody.
Could literally get away
Or
without
start
paying her.
putting... No, I feel like she's the type to start putting diuretics into the food while you're not looking.
She's not the chef, though.
She doesn't need to be the chef to do that.
Probably put something in the water.
Actually, she could probably pretty easily look like the chef.
Yeah,
That's true. It's true. Well, Viamir, if it's just you and me, let's go and tell...
Or fucking anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's go and tell the tavern keeper that we'll be staying in the Drunken Cabbage for a while.
All right.
Alrighty. As Viamir and Law head off to the Drunken Cabbage, the rest of you making your way to the ship.
Yep.
Viamir, as you make it to the Drunken Cabbage with Law, he just kind of looks at the tavern keeper and... hello. My friend and I are going to be staying here for... Well, not my friend. My entire crew and I are going to be staying here for the next 3 weeks or so. We would like it very much if you would lower our rates to something a lot more reasonable. And Law gives your shin a kick and just glances at you and kind of throws his shoulders up a little bit.
Yeah, more reasonable.
Make an intimidation check.
Um, 17 using strength.
17 using strength as you kind of hulk your body out a little bit more. The tavern keeper, although he is willfully sturdy being a tavern... Being a bartender and a tavern keeper, he rolled a 4, and you do intimidate him. You see this Goliath kind of shirk back a bit to your elven stature, and he does stand a good foot taller than you, but he just kind of like, fine. 5 silver a night.
Total.
A night. Law looks to you, kinda...
For everybody.
As you say this, Law looks, yes, for everybody. 5 silver a night. Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage.
Oh, that's...
What'd you roll?
7.
7 with advantage.
2 and a 3. 2 and a 3.
What the fuck?
Rolled a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, well, it fails to that. Or you succeed to that. Another fucking nat 1. All my dice are out to get me tonight. God.
When it's not combat related.
When it's not combat related, they're like, yeah, you can just take your
Social encounters, you suck.
your social roles. You're not playing Wraith. You can take your social roles and eat a dick. The bartender just kind of like, right. 5 silver for all of you. Give you the best rooms we have. Okay?
Yep, second floor, right?
Yes, second floor, all the way to the left. Furthest rooms on the left. Here's your keys. And just puts the keys. Law pulls up the 2 keys he gave you guys, or takes the keys out he gave you guys earlier, sets them down. Appreciate it. Come on, Vimir. We have to go tell everyone our luck has arrived.
Down payment. And I'll pull out my gold, and I'll pull out 1, 2, 3. How many people do we have?
No, it's 5 silver for all of you every night.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll count out 7 gold, and that should be like
2 weeks.
7 weeks.
That's 2 weeks, Weimar. 2
Oh.
weeks.
How many gold was it?
7.
7 gold, 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Got it. 2 weeks for 5 gold.
7 gold. Law just takes the 7 gold, sets it on the counter, pats you on the shoulder. It pays to have good bodyguards.
Yep.
And the bartender's just, yeah, indeed. You've got the best of bodyguards you could ever ask for. He is, perfect. Takes the 7 gold, puts it away. That will, cover your breakfast and dinner, and drinks, for the 2 weeks.
I'm going to wink awkwardly at Law. Something I've observed.
The bartender doesn't notice, but there is one old pirate that just looks at you and, you having a stroke? No, he's quite all right. He's quite all
And
right.
for your obvious good hospitality, here's a tip, good sir. And I give him another gold.
Another gold. Thank you. Much appreciated. As you and Law head back to the ship.
Get back there, Law.
You
really
did,
getting these words down.
You did a fantastic job. Excellent work.
Yeah.
This is why I pay you. Speaking of which, here's
You
7.
pay me?
Here's 7 gold back.
Oh. I honestly really don't need the gold. I only took this gold from the last time because I know it's needed for some things like this. So that's the only reason why I have it. It means nothing to me.
Well, Viamir, what can I pay you in?
I'll think about it.
Excellent. Fixer, you make your way onto the ship with the rest of the crew. Lysiris is in the kitchen, still hasn't changed her clothes, but she is now talking with Ebgarn.
God damn it. Lysiris.
Yeah? What's going on?
So we managed to meet with the Pirate Queen, and we're getting upgrades to the hand.
Great.
They're gonna rework the hull, get us more armor, and also restructure it so that we'll be able to get better engines in it.
Oh,
And also they will be improving our weapon systems.
great.
Um,
You seem off.
yeah, there's like a 50% chance that I'm gonna die soon, so we'll see.
She kind of tilts her head, and a coy smile comes across her face, and even in her natural changeling form, she is quite beautiful, and kind of steps her way up to you and just places a hand on your chest and just looks up into your eyes and, oh, are you that worried about it?
That and some other things.
Oh, anything you want to get off?
Well, I there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. He's gonna dodge around this as much as possible, but well, it's kind of about Captain Boris.
Yes.
I mean, most pirates kind of fly their flag under like one of the captains or the pirate queen. Did
Yes.
Boris sail under one of the captains, or
He did.
do you mind sharing which one?
Kelzita.
Okay.
Changelings tend to have a stick together with each other, and well, he is
Was
family.
Boris was a changeling as well?
No, Boris was a fat bastard. Liked to eat greasy foods in the captain's chair.
Yeah.
But he was nice.
That's good. So that kind of actually kind of brings me into something I was gonna possibly not have a segue to. Do you know a lot about Kelzita? In also, I don't know if you know much about him, but Crom.
I do. I know a lot about Kelzita, and I also know a lot about Crom. I know
Okay.
them very well.
Well, is Crom an alchemist?
No.
All right. Well, chances of me dying may have just lowered to about 20%.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to not think about it as much.
Well, I could help you take your mind off of that.
Um. Uh.
You're stammering.
Yeah. Lot going through my mind at the moment.
As you're sitting there, Ebgarn just kind of leans over the counter. Boy, hurry up and get the words out of your mouth before the cat gets your tongue. And by cat, I mean her. She looks over, smiles, looks up at you, kind of flutters her eyelashes a little bit.
So I kind of I decided to, against my own better judgment, kind of inserted myself into the process of working on a cipher with Crom, with a little bit of thought that he might be responsible for said cipher. Like, what are the chances that I die right now? Or not right now, but...
You could die at any point, Fixer.
That's true.
But right now, I'm right here. Everything's going to be okay.
You didn't have to sign up for that if you thought you were gonna die.
Oh, hi, Captain.
Eh, And Eowyn just kind of like comes up. He's like, hey, did you hear the good news about the ship?
I did. I am excited for it. Thank you very much. It's going to be nice to see the hand back in flying shape. And she comes over and just grabs you, Eowyn, by the face and just kisses you. Pulls away and just pats you on the cheek. Thank you.
That's no problem. And you were just kind of talking to Fixer about something with Crom and
His insecurities.
Fixer.
At this point,
Wait.
Fixer has taken the distraction as a time to book it over to the keg and start just drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
As you do, Ebgar just starts smacking you with a towel and just starts berating you. You never... God damn stupid damn boy, you're never gonna... It's just that stubborn dwarf berating as he hits you with a towel over and over and over again. Get your damn mouth off the tap, we have glasses.
It's not fast enough.
Slow the fuck down.
So, Lycirus, while they're working on the ship, I didn't know, are you probably gonna still plan to stay in the ship, or I think they were gonna try and find some rooms for us over at the tavern or the inn there if you needed a place while they're making.
If they're going to be doing work, I suppose I'll pack my things and stay with you for a little while.
Yeah, I think we were just trying to get a few rooms in the inn and while they're working on the ship, and
I'll stay in your room, Captain.
oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can. I don't know. They probably have rooms with maybe 2 beds, and we could probably find one. Or
If there isn't, it's okay. I don't snore.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we could just you could. That's fine. You could stay, and then we could sleep, and then like I said, we'll probably be doing things. I don't know if you want to venture with us. We'll probably try to find some more bounties to do.
Captain, we will absolutely make sure we're doing things. This crew can't stay stationary for too long.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, we gotta make money to pay for the crew and everything else. And Eowyn just kind of like looking like, all right, where did everyone else go?
She smiles and just gives you a wink and makes her way off, giggling to herself slightly. After a short period of time... Oh. Sin disappeared. No! Oh, she's back.
Wait, that happened in the story too?
Then we're
shit,
back.
she's gone!
You guys, over the course of the next few hours, Law and Vi may return, informing you. And the rest of the day, nothing really seems to happen. Ebgarn makes sure to cook you all a very fine meal. He spends the predominance of the rest of the day cooking a large roast of wild bear, as well as fish, fresh vegetables and greens, as well as a fruit salad, where he does indeed, just to test you all, put tomatoes in it.
Sincere eats it regardless.
Joke's on you. I don't know what tomatoes are.
Yummy, yummy.
This isn't bacon, but that's all right.
No, bacon will be for breakfast.
And lunch, and sometimes dinner.
Sometimes.
Can we have pancakes for dinner next time?
Sure. I'll make you
Yay.
breakfast for dinner.
I love breakfast for dinner.
So, like, Law got us all rooms at the tavern.
Oh, that's
It
great.
wasn't me. Actually, it was Viamir. Viamir did all the heavy lifting on that.
Oh,
But the first 2 weeks are taken care of.
oh wow, that's great news because then that gives us time and somewhere to stay while they're making the upgrades to the ship.
Did you doubt that I could do it, Captain? Doesn't matter. Your doubts are extinguished now. Just like every time you doubt me, just remember this moment.
Yes, I will always remember that you were able to purchase a room with money.
That I'm better than you, yes.
Excellent. Excellent. As you guys...
I see you're wearing those stupid gauntlets you tried to fucking pawn off on me.
He has a bit more of like a lethness to him. You see he looks a little bit faster, Viamir.
Does he have hair?
Does not have hair, no.
He
Nope,
looks
still doesn't matter.
a little more elfy than usual.
He looks a little more elfy than usual, just minus the long hair.
Ain't never seen an elf without hair.
Notes for NPCs later down the line.
That's how you turn me into a murder hobo. I can't let the plague of Awen spread. I can only deal with one. Gotta get rid of the others. I'm just gonna go trance over here, guys. Yeah, good night. Yep. Okay, they're all sleeping? Yeah. I'm gonna go murder the rest of them.
Fantastic. As you guys settle in for the evening, Awen, are you going to attune to the forest's toll?
Yeah, Awen's gonna take a little bit of time and he's gonna just be pondering on it, and then so if it were 8 hours, he'd probably be just kind of staring at it for 4, just thinking about it, and then
Only takes an hour. As
yeah, he's gonna be like if it was like a normal long rest where you do that 8-hour rest, he'd probably spend like 4 hours looking at it, and then he's gonna go ahead and attune to it, and then use the other 4 for his kind of meditation.
Okay. As you attune to it, as everyone settles in for the evening and begins to find some form of rest.
I don't stay in the inn again. I go out to one of the upper branches and find a spot that feels
you guys are still
natural.
in the ship, at least for another few days or a day.
I
Probably
won't sleep in there if I don't have to.
Stay there, all right. As you guys settle in, Awen, you staring at the quarterstaff. Eventually, you reach out and take it. As you do, you begin to focus on it. And you hear whispers from it. You hear it like a wind blowing in your ears, very gently, very softly. The whispers continue. You hear the sweet sound lingering. And as you listen to the wind, to the quarterstaff, you look down, and an hour of time passing by, the quarterstaff is no longer in your hand. Your hand, however, is now encased in a wooden gauntlet. You reach and try and remove it, it doesn't come off. In fact, it hurts, as if you're pulling your own hand. You knock it a few times and it feels no pain, there's no harm, but yanking on it, it feels like it's going to pull your hand off. As you focus, the quarterstaff forms in your hand to any length that you desire. And as you will it to become its full form, the gauntlet turns into the quarterstaff, and it just wraps itself around your fingers in one hand, like a set of brass knuckles. It moves easily, and as you go and move it between fingers, the quarterstaff seems to dance its wood frame along your fingers as you try and spin it. And still spins. It's just more fluid. Strangely. As you focus to put it away, it becomes your gauntlet once again.
Eowyn's just kind of, he's excited, but he's also kind of almost scared, I guess you could say is a good like kind of the scared of the unknown kind of thing. Like this is this mysterious object, like, and he's gonna go find. Well, he'll probably wait till morning. He's gonna kind of play with it and toy with the gauntlet some, and then when he wakes in the morning, he's probably gonna look for maybe it probably wouldn't be. He's probably gonna wait and find Fixer. Because he's Fixer's Elven and Viamir's Elven, and he's not going to want to show Viamir. So,
okay. For reference, the gauntlet sets armored digits, and as your digits bend, you can see black tendrils of ebon wood, as if it's this bodysuit underneath the wood. And just the covering is this armoring that is very ornate and decorative and fits very fluidly on your arm. It doesn't impose, it's not big and bulky, it's trim and it fits quite nicely.
How does it, so I mean, technically I'm wearing those bracers too. How does that kind of tie in with the gauntlet on the one arm?
It doesn't affect the bracers operating in any way, shape, or form, but to take the bracers off, you would need to have your quarterstaff completely extended to remove the bracers.
Gotcha. Cool to know.
But the gauntlet is now part of you. The curse set in.
Oh man.
You're like doubly cursed, man.
Yeah. Best pirate ever.
Incredibly generous, and now you make trees happen.
Curse Brock Pearl ain't got nothing on Eowyn.
As you all find a long rest coming to you.
Actually, Fixer remembered that he forgot to ask Lysiris something, so he got very drunk to cope with the terror that he finds of her.
Oh boy, you head to Lysiris' room?
Lysiris.
You knock on Lysiris' room, and she answers the door extremely naked. And she just looks up at you, a little bleary-eyed, and... Yes?
So here's the thing. We were talking earlier, and I was gonna ask you something. It's, well, when Taggart was on the ship, he seemed to know it pretty well, and seemed to know Boris. What was...
Are you asking my age?
I mean, I wasn't, but you haven't asked my age either, so...
You look old enough. You drink. You're a pirate. You're making your own decisions in life. I think you're old enough. Excuse me.
I mean, you know, I'm smart, so I deal in information, so how old are you?
You're bold.
Not
going
usually.
to
I've
tell you.
drank a lot.
Would you like to come in?
Can I have the answer about Taggart first?
I'll think about it.
Fair enough. And he walks in.
All right. As you walk in, she pulls you in and lays you down on her bed, heads over to her personal sink and bathroom area, runs the faucet a bit, comes out with a cloth, sets the washcloth on your head, and just lays down next to you and just kind of whispers very gently into your ear as she pulls the covers over. It's going to be all right. You're not going to die. Crom won't hurt you.
Promise?
She just kisses your cheek.
It wasn't an answer.
And she will just kind of like stroke your hair and just lay with you for the evening. Nothing happening, just cuddling and giving you this sense of she's giving you more of like a motherly loving treatment, just to try, and she sees this child in you that needs to be kind of calmed down. So she spends the evening doing her best to calm you down.
Also, can elves pass out?
Yes.
Alright, Pixar passed out at some point.
An elf who is exhausted requires a full 8 hours rest to cure exhaustion. But your drunken ass passes out, and she just kind of like, as you are on that teeter, I won't draw on you. Sincere, you get a message in your head. Can you come to my room and help me draw on Fixer's face?
I thought you would never ask. Also, I've got payment for you.
Oh, fantastic. As you come in, Lycerius is just sitting there naked, and she takes her payment, and she hands you brushes and pens. They're all washable, they'll come off, but feel free. I told him I wouldn't do it.
He made the terrible decision to pass out here.
He did. And she will pull out a bottle of alcohol and pour you and herself some drinks as she enjoys watching you and giving you ideas to put on Fixer's face. But Fixer, you effectively will wake up a little hungover and looking quite Picasso'd. You're a walking cartoon.
Well, if he wasn't going to kill me, he will now.
You literally look like a Picasso.
Viamir.
I'll keep it through breakfast.
As you rest through the evening, are you once again at midnight? Okay.
Yep.
As you look through this time, okay, your eyes are drawn to the world tree. And as they are, you see a quiet, gentle forest. Life going on as it should be. As you scan around in the area that you're able to look through, you see animals, spirits, those who fought in the Blade Vale travel to the World Tree and pray and pay reverence to it as they do every evening. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Eight.
Looking out, You see the peace and the quiet. Your vision flickers for a moment, and you swear, though, you were pulled out of your scrying, and as you look around, you are still there, but you see fire. You see fire wrapping and wreathing around the world tree, engulfing it and strangling it, and burning it away. You hear the sound of a scratching, grating voice in the distance. Something that haunts you and sends a chill down your spine. Go ahead and make a perception check as you try and find the source.
18.
18. You see a man, what maybe was a man, in simple black clothing, but fine at the same time. A high collar, a long hooded coat. Hood up. You see two crystal blue eyes looking out at the world tree, hands raised in black leather gloves, boots of black steel tightly fitted around the calves up to the knees. And he just stands there, arms up, flames licking in the palms of his hand. And he looks up at you. You take from me, and the future I will take from you. Just give me time, as all you mortals will. With that, the vision flickers back, and you see everything is fine. Nothing out of place. The world tree is fine. Home is fine. Everything is safe.
Snap back into reality. Steady myself. Holding on to the branches of these trees. Grandfather. Time is running out. The keys still elude me. Promises of keys, but no keys. Please, guide me before everything is lost. Before what befell our people happens to all.
Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom. 10.
Oh, I'm sorry, not wisdom, survival. Sorry. Sorry. Survival.
12.
There is a cold wind that blows. It feels as if it grabs you by the face and pulls you in the direction northeastward. Your eyes drift off into the night. And as you sit there and watch, you hear the sound of a horse next to you. It rears back and brays loudly. As you look over, you see a black horse with bright red eyes. Atop it sits a rider, holding a blade in one hand and a whip made of bone tied to its side. It wears tightly fitted black clothing of leather. Its head missing a ghostly blue spectral smoke pouring from around its neck. Its head resting underneath its arm. It sets the head and turns it to you in front of its waist on the saddle. You see the eyes of a young man, black hair somewhat shaggy in length. The eyes flit open and you see two bright red eyes staring at you. A young face. Relatively handsome, you think, maybe at once, but the death has set in, the color fading. And it simply looks and find me.
Does the head look human?
The head looks human.
He said find?
Find me.
Find me? What?
And then you watch as the horse brays and rears back again and takes off in the sky, disappearing from sight. You look around, no one seems to notice, and Corsair seems relatively quiet tonight. Maybe something only you have seen.
What kind of general vibe do I get off this undead, spectral, headless horse flying dude?
You definitely get an undead spectrum, an undead feel from this creature. It feels neutral.
Well, much to think about. And I will trance.
Okay. As you trance, waking the next dawn, Awen, you find Fixer. Fixer, Awen. Awen, you find Fixer roaming through the halls, a little hungover, walking out of Lycirus's room, where both Lycirus and Sin are inside.
Fixer, what happened to your face?
Mhm. I mean, my head hurts. What are you talking about?
It, it, it's nothing. It's nothing. I just
Okay.
I thought it was I wanted to show you something. I know if you remember we were looking at that staff with Law yesterday, and I
Yeah,
just
let's walk and talk. I gotta get some ice.
yeah. And as he kind of starts walking, he'd be like, I thought it was pretty cool and thought maybe you'd really appreciate it. And he kind of just
Yeah.
like he's kind of got his gauntlet and kind of holds it out. And then,
What? What the fuck?
it's, yeah, that quarterstaff that we had found, like, as I was like focusing on it last night and it kind of like formed onto my arm, and then I think now it's kind of like a part of me, and then I can make it like become a quarterstaff, or it could just become like my hand, and it's pretty neat.
Okay. Well, I guess we really shouldn't be surprised. It's a fucking powerful artifact. That is interesting, though. I did not know that about that the staff was able to do that. Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna like become like my hand. I thought it was just like a quarterstaff, but
Maybe
I mean I
it's.
don't really know too much of its history.
Maybe it has to do with. I mean, with magic items like that, you have to tune yourself to it. Maybe it kind of took some form for you because, I mean, as its new user, it would want, it would be wanting to be most effective, and being able to transition between punching and hitting stuff with a stick is
Oh,
could
I
probably.
I didn't even think of that. I just thought it was gonna be like on my hand, and I can't really get it off, so I just
Well, Law doesn't know, obviously, but we both know that this staff comes with a price.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, it does. So I mean that could be part of it. I mean I just thought I'd show you. I mean it was between you and Vimir and Vimir
yeah, I don't
probably
know if
just
we, you know, I
he'd
don't
probably
know
just
if.
get mad at me for talking to him or something again, and I
Yeah,
I really wasn't looking to get anything out of telling you, but I just, we're elves, and
yeah,
I know that Law probably wouldn't understand because we don't need him to be messing with it
right.
with
Like,
not being an
did
elf or
you
anything.
did you like get the insane urge to like beat him to a bloody pulp when he was holding it?
Yeah, I mean, like when he was like he went to touch it, and I just kind of like wanted to like punch him in the head.
Right. I have never
And
been that angry in my entire life.
yeah, I mean, usually I don't usually want to punch you guys. I mean,
Right.
but yeah,
I
I
don't want to
think
punch anybody. I'm not that strong. Like if I
yeah,
hit you right now, it probably wouldn't even hurt.
yeah. I mean, I was trying to give I also had these bracers, and I was trying to give them to Vimir, but it'd probably be pretty hard for you to hit me now because Vimir didn't take them, and so I just took them and
I
kind of
couldn't
quick.
hit you even without magic bracers.
But yeah, I mean, it's just it was kind of strange. It was a weird urge to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't hold it for very much longer. I'm glad he put it down. So, but
Yeah,
no,
that
I thought
was
I
definitely
thought
a
it was
deal.
pretty cool. And
Oh yeah, I mean that is like how fucking like there is an entire world that could have seen that could have come across this staff. And
yeah, and I found it. I mean, that was crazy.
right. Also, why the fuck did they have it?
Yeah, the Giants. I don't know why they had it because it was
Well,
just in that hut there where
let's
the
be honest
Giants.
here, the Giants didn't have it. Whoever was controlling them was probably who had it.
Oh, that's true. I mean,
Do you think the person? I mean, do you think the person who had it? Do you think they were an elf? Well, they weren't wearing it, so they probably they didn't use it unless they could use it and take it off. But I can't get it off.
I mean,
so
there are literally millions, if not billions, of people that would kill to have that staff. So, I mean, even non-elves would want to collect it, even if they couldn't use it.
I guess that's kind of true.
I mean,
yeah.
take all the rich people in Hegan; they have tons of shit that they don't actually need.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe they don't even know what they had. I mean, it could just be someone who thought it was just a quarterstaff.
I mean, it came inside the quiver. Maybe they just thought that, you know, some dude had a quiver with a bunch of stuff in it. And that's a really cool item.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what it was
inside.
until you guys. I mean, once you guys started talking about it, you know, it was kind of coming back to me, and you know, some of the elven, you know, the elven stories I've heard. I mean, you know, I'm a little bit older than you, so I mean, I've heard the stories in my travels, and
a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to show everyone else, and then maybe Vladimir, maybe he'll think it's cool.
I mean, it is a very powerful elven artifact. I think, beside the initial, how would he feel about someone else having it versus, I don't know, it's a powerful artifact. Vymir's looking for very powerful things.
I mean, he's looking for keys. I mean, this is just a quarterstaff, and I mean, I don't think he never asked for my other quarterstaff, so he probably wouldn't be too interested in this one. But
I mean, your other quarterstaff was a length of wood. This is a very different thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we could show him later. He's probably busy.
We have a lot to think about in circumstances that we want to line up before that happens. You've been making a lot of headway with him recently, by the way, and congratulations on that.
Yeah,
one thing, you know, do you think? I mean, Vladimir is someone that appreciates strength. Do you think that if you got into like a fist fight with Vladimir, do you think you could win that, or like at least make it like commendable? Like maybe you could gain some steam with that.
I mean, I don't really
just like a sparring match or something.
I don't really want to fight him. I mean,
well, not like to kill each other or anything.
Yeah, see, I would probably go in it not wanting to kill each other.
Make him acknowledge you.
Yeah, but he would probably kill me. Like, I would probably say, like, hey, we could spar and not kill each other, but then
that's why it would be a fist fight, because then he's not swinging a sword at you. I feel like that would, even things out a bit.
I mean,
it's something to think about.
Yeah, it's certainly something to think about. I mean, it could be
one thing though.
It'd be an interesting fist fight.
If it ever does happen, I need to be there, or I'll be very angry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fixer's just trying to get revenge for when he got his face fucking punched in.
Shit, I wasn't even thinking about that. I just wanted to see a fist fight.
That's okay, Fixer. I remember.
As you guys settle in for the day, getting yourselves ready, Vladimir returning to the ship?
Yeah, and I go straight to my station, and I hit the intercom button.
Okay.
Everyone, come to me.
All right.
Oh, dear Lord.
Sid, Lysirius kind of gives you a kick to wakes you up and just kind of nudges you. Hey,
What?
hey,
Yeah.
Vimir wants to see you.
Vimir can eat a horse stick.
I am pretty hungry.
He probably would.
I know he would.
Go.
I wanna go.
Yeah, go.
No.
You're in my room. Last
You
night
should
was
have thought
fun.
of that. She hugs the blanket.
Lysirius will just put her back up against the wall and just against the bulkhead and just push you out with her feet.
Fine.
While he's waiting, Vimir's playing with the map, expanding it all the way out, looking northeast.
Okay. As everyone makes their way to the bridge, eventually Lysirius makes her way up. This time wearing a little bit more clothes, just loose, baggy-fitting clothes. Not looking to wear too much. Vimir, everyone stands there, a little bleary-eyed. Ebgarn comes up with a tray of coffee. Here.
Is this Irish coffee?
No. Coffee.
Oh, man.
Made black, like a dwarf likes it.
Yeah. I'll sniff it.
It'll put hair on your chest.
I need to get a flask and then start drinking it.
I love coffee. Where are my cats?
We have dallied too long.
All the cats start coming up.
Marmalade.
I have seen a portent of great horror. We're all doomed if we don't act soon.
Well,
Does this have to do with the keys?
More importantly, it has to deal with the mother tree.
okay. Have you considered just
You can
like
leave, Sid.
buying a new one?
If
Okay,
you just,
cool.
yeah, you can leave.
Well, you know, the thing
No, you
is,
clearly don't care, so go eat some rocks.
No, I care
Goodbye.
about your stupid tree.
Okay,
but-
then let me finish speaking.
Well, let me finish speaking.
No, I was speaking
Fuck
first.
you! I'm talking right now. You
Okay,
listen
you
for 5
talk-
seconds.
You talk. Hey, everyone else but Sid, meet me over here in this corner.
No. The ship is going to be worked on for the next 3 weeks. So if we're going to do all this, we're going to be walking or we're going to be finding somebody else to cart us around.
Are you done?
End sentence.
Are you done? Okay, good, fantastic. We'll put a pin on that. I have a plan. Don't worry. Not all of us are as dumb as you, Sid. I thought of this.
You're dumb.
What? So what's wrong with the mother tree? Is it? It's like
Grave danger.
dying?
It's imminent. I received a vision.
You received a vision.
Yes.
What kind of vision?
One of death and destruction of the mother tree. And I assure you that if she falls to the forces of evil, they will spread throughout the lands, uncontested. And there'll be nothing that we can do. Which is why my quest for the keys is as important as it is, although you just think I'm a buffoon. It's fine. I have used you as you have used me, and I will continue to do so. And that doesn't bother me. However, after receiving this vision, I was visited by some weird, spooky ghost spirit thing. Didn't have a head. Well, it had a head, but it was like under its arm. And it was all like blue flames coming out where its head should be on a black horse with red eyes. It was terrible. Didn't seem like super evil. Definitely not alive, but not evil.
Did it sound familiar?
No, not at all.
That was
But
out
it
of character.
Oh, it did appear after I asked my grandfather for help. And he had a blade and a bone whip. And he was all in like black leathers and stuff. And young human dude.
So you saw a vision of the mother tree in need, and then you spoke with your dead grandfather, and then a ghost came and talked to you.
Yeah, he said, "Find me."
Were you drinking the poison water?
No, you have literally seen my ancestors fight beside us.
But
why do you doubt my words now?
I don't understand. Like I know the mother tree and your ancestors. I know you're very close with them, with all the dead ones, but I just don't understand. Like how did you get this vision, and what exactly is it that you need us to help you with? Is it just to find more of the keys? Do we need to move more quickly?
We find the keys. We stop this apocalypse from happening.
But and you said we've only got one so far, and we're still missing quite a few.
Yeah. So we need to refocus our efforts. As Sin so eloquently pointed out, we have 3 weeks of downtime. That means 3 weeks of planning. Hire the crew, get the ship into shape.
Do you know where we need to go to find the other keys?
Northeast.
Just that's a pretty. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in just that one direction. I don't know if you have like a more exact kind of pinpoint.
I'll pull up the map there.
I mean, we've been meaning to go northeast. That would be the direction that Zaylen is in. And honestly,
I move my finger slowly towards Zaylen as Fixer says this. I was just shutting Awen up, but
the Ouroboros lady, didn't she tell us about how one of the gladiators there has what we're looking for?
Who?
The lady that drove us, or that flew us from after the Phoenix crash.
She said she would find us a key if we did her a favor. She would call on us. All directions point northeast at this point.
So you're saying you want to, after after we get the ship up and running, you just want to head northeast towards Zaylen?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have anything planned 3 weeks from now, so I think we could probably, we could probably make a plan. I mean, the plan seems pretty simple. Like 3 weeks from now, get on the ship, go northeast. I mean, we
get gladiators. Law's sister. I'll look at Law. Said she knows where key is.
So we get the gladiators, we get them back to Law's sister, we get a key, and then if we head northeast, maybe we get another key, you're saying, and then there was the lady who said if we did something for her, she'll give us a key.
That's kind of iffy. Hopefully we find that one without her.
That's a lot of keys. So how many we have to find?
9.
9. We have 1. We maybe know about. You're saying maybe there's another chance at 3. So that's kind of.
And everyone knows by the legends speak. When you start finding one, it starts opening up clues for the rest of them. Like that's common sense.
Vladimir, what's your passive perception?
Passive?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. You notice something has changed about Awen. Notice, what's your dominant hand, Awen?
Probably the right hand.
You notice his right hand is encased in a very fine wooden gauntlet.
Awen, it's what is wrong with your hand? Did you touch yourself too much?
Uh, no, that's. Remember, I mean, yesterday I was telling you he found a whole bunch of things. I tried to give you those bracers,
Yeah.
and then I had the quiver on my back with all the
Yep.
arrows, and then we found the quarterstaff.
You found.
And then
You-
the
did you
quarterstaff.
lose- Did you lose your quarterstaff?
No, I mean I left my quarterstaff in my room because now I think. So then I found a quarterstaff, and then like last night I kind of told Fixer, and there was a quarterstaff, and then when I like looked at it, it was like, oh, that's for elves. And then me and Fixer were talking because I wanted to punch Law in the face, and he just kind of like looks towards Law and just be like, but it's okay. But then when I was looking at it, and then when I was holding it, and then it turned into my hand, and now I can't get it off.
So
But
you question me about my visions, but now you have wood hand, and you think I'm crazy.
No, I mean really, this is pretty. I was messing with it a little bit last night, but
I feel like you should be asking me questions.
No, just watch this, and Awen will just kind of do. Is it like a voice activation, or is it just like a gesture?
Like if you want it to be a quarterstaff, and your thoughts translate, and it's a quarterstaff.
And Awen just kind of has his hand like open, and then just kind of like closes it, and then the quarterstaff just kind of forms in between. He's like, I mean, just look, it's really pretty neat. And he just like closes his hand, and the staff just kind of forms.
What do I see?
You see a quarterstaff that has some very familiar, story-wise, magical abilities. Go ahead and make a history check using your wisdom modifier, please. 20. You recognize that to be the forest's toll, wrapped around Awen's hand. It is a weapon meant for elves and only elves. Half-elves have been known to wield it, but there have been frumps when it comes to half-elves wielding it.
Vimir is speechless?
Yeah.
And-
It's pretty cool.
He'll walk up and just put his hand on it, look Awen in the eyes, and get real close. And then give him a big hug. I knew you were one of us, you stupid son of a bitch!
Awen's so scared right now. He's grappling him. He's like, I don't understand. Yeah,
It's sacred. Do you not know what this is?
I do. I mean, I'm a lot older than pretty much all of
This
you.
could
so
be
I
a
mean-
key. Now you are a key wielder. You are invested in this quest just as much as I.
Oh, I thought we were looking for actual keys.
No, what are you? Are you? Oh my God! Who voted him captain?
Awen, we have one of them.
It's not a democracy, Lysiris just says from her cup of coffee.
Well, no. Did you think they were actual keys? No, I let Law hand me those keys because they were clearly worth something.
Yeah, I mean, you keep asking for keys, and every time you ask for keys, everyone just hands you a bunch of keys.
Yeah, and who knows what those keys go to? Why am I going to turn them down? What if those keys opens up locks?
What if those are the keys that I thought you were looking for your tree?
Well, I would have taken 9 keys and went away by now.
Why didn't you say like I was looking for 9 magical items? Why do you say keys?
I thought it was kind of implied when I said I was on a quest to save the mother tree and the world from destruction that I didn't need 9 fucking keys.
It didn't make sense that you were looking for keys because you don't put a key in a tree.
Do me a favor, Vimir, and actually Vimir, Awen, and Fixer, go ahead and all three of you together, knowing the story of this weapon, go ahead and make, I would say, wisdom saving throws.
See, this
19.
is why I'm glad I wasn't there when Law picked it up.
That'll
8.
be a 6 after my modifier.
Okay.
Was it 2?
Awen, you're the only one that actually puts 2 and 2 together this time around. There's only 2 other world trees you know to exist. That is the ebon pine of the Drow, and the one you're currently standing inside. They're not as large as the world tree. They would be considered lesser world trees.
Lesser world trees, as in the same thing that would happen if I was
Former
to die.
wielders of this weapon.
Item.
We're standing on a dude.
Living in a dude.
I'm inside of him right now.
So I guess. Do you know like which world tree is in danger?
Yeah, the mother tree.
The mother tree, not like the one of the other like lesser trees.
Yeah, the main mother tree. What other trees?
I mean, like the story of the quarterstaff. I mean, like if you die, you pretty much become like the smaller world tree.
No, never heard of that. All I know is that it's a great weapon of our people, used to protect.
That was about as far as I was told.
Yeah. Like if
I don't know.
like if you have the world, if you have this quarterstaff, and if you wield
So
it.
if I kill you, you become a new world tree?
No.
I guess if he's holding
Only,
it. Well,
only
lesser.
if the strength, only if the hit point reduction damage would reduce him to 0, he becomes a lesser world tree.
Yeah, I mean, you can't kill me. I won't become a world tree that way. But I mean, it's called, they call it the forest toll because it takes a toll on your life as you use it. So like if I were to be using it and in combat, and then like if when I used it, and then if that caused me, I mean, it could potentially kill me using this, and that's why it took me a little while to contemplate whether or not I wanted to try to wield it and things like that. But I mean, I couldn't let someone else wield it, because I mean, I couldn't let like Law pick it up, because I just wanted to punch him. And so,
Indeed. And I'll slap his shoulder.
So
We are now joined, brother.
So like, I mean, so there's the mother tree, and then there's the two other trees. So I didn't know if maybe your vision was about the other 2 trees.
No, it was about the mother tree, the only one I knew. I didn't know we resided within a champion of our kind as we spoke.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 other trees. So I mean, it could be like the tree right now. I mean, the Corsair, the tree we're in. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, that's kind of where clearly someone who wielded this, they must have fallen here, and that's how the tree came to be. And then there's of course the mother tree, and and then there's the one with like the drow, because I know the drow are a little bit different than just some of us normal elves. So they've got their own kind of like lesser world tree. So I wasn't sure if maybe your vision was maybe about, well, I mean, do we need to worry about Corsair?
Probably. If they go for the mother tree and it's eliminated, then it makes sense that it go for the other trees. I don't know what she holds or what she protects, but evil is trying to, and evil has been trying to, tear her down. And for millennia, my people have protected her. And now only I remain. And you.
So
You two fix her, I guess, kinda.
I think
On a high note.
we need to find other powerful magical items, which are the keys for the mother tree. It's starting. It's starting to kind of make sense now. So we find these magical items because we have that one. So you're saying that one key was a magical item, and then we have this. This is a key. This magical item, and then now we got to find 7 more.
I'll look around. Make sure everyone's out of earshot. Bring the elves in real close for a nice little elven huddle. In the vision, I saw a man burning the mother tree. I think the keys will give us the strength to oppose him.
Like, do you know who the man is? Like, is it?
Yeah, it's
Is
Frank.
that like? It's who?
No, I don't know who the man is.
Oh,
Damn it.
I thought maybe it was like. I thought it was maybe like Law or someone.
As you ask that question, you hear the sound of alarms blaring throughout Corsair. Each of you feels an unearthly chill bury itself to your very hearts. In Sin, are you of abyssal blood or fiendish blood? Or devilish blood, I should say.
Why you gotta be like this?
It's important.
I go, yeah, I know, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Lawful evil or chaotic evil?
I don't fucking know. Let me look at my damn sheet. Stop
Demons or
looking at
devils? Demons or devils?
Aren't you lawful neutral?
Me. I am lawful neutral. She is because she's Damn it. Racial traits. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. She's a Levistus tiefling.
Hells, I believe.
Yeah.
Devils.
Let me double check. Vistus, devil. Yep, okay. You feel your infernal devilish blood begin to boil. You feel an unnecessary hatred burn in your chest. Something that shouldn't be is. It's a strange sensation to feel this part of your heritage act in such a way. It puts a vile taste in your mouth, as if you've eaten something both rotten, sour at the same time. You all hear the sound of a ship docking. Guards mustering. The other pirates getting ready to defend in any way, shape, or form. Lycirus is frozen in a panic. She has crumpled to the ground, and has her hands covering her head. And she's muttering something to herself. You all look out of the bridge window, and you see a ship made of flesh and bone. You see the muscle sinews that hold the ship together like your armor plating. Atop the fore of the ship, where its ornamentals would be, is the head of a massive humanoid creature stuck up like a trophy. As it docks, it simply unfurls a white flag down the forehead of its ornamenting, and the jaw opens. Out steps a devilishly demonic-looking creature. It has a wicked grin across its face as it hulks and stomps. You see mounds of flesh-like tentacles erupt from its back and thrusting themselves towards the guards and the other pirates that are holding a defensive perimeter, pushing them back. It chuckles and laughs as its fleshy body tightens and you see the muscle structure bulge underneath. And it holds there and kind of stomps its two front arms forward like a massive gorilla and stands tall as it does. And out steps two familiar-looking individuals. Two of these witches that you have encountered prior. Though they wear different ornamentings, different garb. They carry heavy chains around their chests that seem to be moving with this red viscous liquid. They don't seem to have any tops. Their waists covered by this flowing red velvet dress with armor plating at the sides, covering their hips. As they move out, you see, Viamir, to you, a very familiar figure. As you see this entity in full black leathers make its way out. Hood up, and a crown of bone fingers wrapping around its head. The fingers gilded in gold. As it stands, the entity looks around at the crowd and looks towards your ship. And it lingers on all of you, you feel, for the longest of moments. Time stops. And you just simply hear, "You're the ones." As time resumes, the entity makes its way, and Rivana approaches with the captains as they begin to have a conversation that you cannot hear. We will find out what you all are going to do next week.
By the way, the evil dude that's trying to burn the tree said, "You take from me, I'll take your future from you." So, good job picking up that staff, Awen.
And with that, we will pick up next week for more of Crimson Skies, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you very much, the Plaster Dragon, for raiding and joining and hanging out with us. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I look forward to seeing everyone again next week for another fantastic episode here. A reminder, Session 1 this Saturday of Dwarves of Dunadine begins. We have a fantastic group for that, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Have a wonderful night. Treat each other well. And is it Tuesday yet? Bye-bye now.